Uh, in stream.
Okay.
Okay.
In stream, we're here.
Yes.
All
Okay.
right.
Hell. Yeah. Okay.
Let's get the
Hell.
love going.
Let's get the love going. Let's wait for some people showing up, and we can tell the ladies that we're
Yeah,
on. Um, let's see, ladies.
I am I'm sending him
Yeah.
a message now.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, Melissa. Hello, Melissa. Melissa is already here. The first one. Okay.
Okay. Do you see
Yeah, we
her? I
wait
don't
a
see the
little bit.
comment.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, she's. Don't you
There
see the
she is.
comments?
No, I
Yeah.
can't see them. I
Okay,
mean,
I
I can
see
see them up
them.
here.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they're
there we go.
coming. Okay, yeah,
Here they come.
Venus is the goddess and we are the goddesses of Venus. Okay, nice. There's 4 or 5 people out there. Hello, good afternoon. Now I can see Melissa, Robert, Christ, and
Lori.
Jonathan, and
Okay.
Laurie. Hello, lovely ladies. Hello,
There must be some
Venuses.
lag here. My dog is pushing
And
my computer. Okay.
okay, okay, voila. Hello, Sharon. I never saw her, but okay. Let's. We're going to talk about Venus, and first
I'm so
we
itchy. Sorry, I'm
and
itching.
okay, that's
All
okay.
right, go ahead.
Um, and you commented first, Melissa. True. Okay. Anyhow, we're gonna explain a little bit about Venus. Everybody probably knows the goddess Venus from Greek or Rome. And Venus is the goddess of love. Everybody knows that, and that's why it's so interesting. The magic of love we all chasing, and
Or wanting
but
or
yes,
needing.
it's a symbol. Yes, for beauty, for yes, desire. The Venus wants to unite, has the desire to be one with someone. Is yeah, wants to love. Is always looking for love, actually. But then, as Laurie once mentioned, different kinds of love, and that's
Hmm.
true. And yeah, so we have the Venus is Aphrodite, and like we all see Venus is kind of beautiful and sweet and kind and gentle and magnificent and astonishing. But she has also some not so nice sides. You know, if you know the story of Venus and Aphrodite, they do some kind of nasty stuff. I think, was it not Aphrodite who asked, who is the most beautiful one? And then between Hera and I think the other goddess, I think it was Helena, and then her. I don't know, it was Hera. But then Aphrodite played a little bit tricky and she just threw off her clothes. So everybody, of course, that she would won the prize, something like that. Anyhow, that's kind of Venus, the seduction, enticing people, and double the love, Jiminy, double the love. So there are different kinds of Venuses, and actually we should evolve to Agape, which um, yeah, Laurie mentioned once.
Well,
So, and actually, yes,
well, cause yeah, cause I read too. She did a lot of dark things. She wasn't all positive. She was negative too. But that's one of the things that I really like about the older civilizations, religions or gods, because they were more human to me, because they
yes,
weren't all good and they weren't all bad. Even the ones
yeah,
known to be bad did positive things, and even the ones that were
yeah,
all good had some negative
yeah,
attributes. So they were more human than like
yes. Then
I
the
guess
real
like
gods, yes,
yeah.
they were humanized gods. Actually, they were not. So the story about the goddesses, they make them more human, and yeah. So they did a lot of tricks. All the gods in the Greek gods. So they had a lot of fights. There was war, and then one time, yeah, Aphrodite, Venus, goddess of love and war. One time there is Persephone. This is interesting. She was the daughter of Hera, but very innocent and very beautiful, innocent, and a bit naive, I think. And of course, I think Aphrodite or Venus, she couldn't stand it because she was so lovely for all those heroes. And I think she, I think I don't remember anymore what she did to Persephone, but I think she, yeah, she said to Pluto or Hades, I promise you, Persephone, because I think Hades had an eye on
Yeah,
Persephone because she was so innocent and so beautiful. And so he kidnapped, I think, with the help of Aphrodite, Persephone. So Aphrodite had all the lovers and the adoration from the people she wanted, because also Venus wanted the adoration for herself.
yeah.
So
She helped Hades get Persephone because
yes,
she was jealous of Persephone's beauty.
yes. And then the result is that it was the mother here was so sad that she didn't make the earth fertile again. Everything was dry, and from there, then he begged the gods, begged Pluto, Hades, you have to bring Persephone back to Hera, otherwise the planet Earth will die. And then they had an agreement. Okay, half of the time of the year Persephone is with her mother, and half of the year she's with me, something like that. And then they had
Yeah.
the seasons, kind of, yeah, starting. So, anyhow, that is the story of Venus. So be aware of the Venus in your chart. It's also a kind of balance. The balance for Venus, the love for yourself, the love for another. And when it's too extreme, it always is kind of destructive many times. So many movies, when you know all those drama movies, when their love, like when the love is yeah, when the love dies or whatever. Like I was thinking about a movie, just one more, and then The Englishman. Did you see the book, the movie The Englishman?
Yeah, a long time ago though. That
Yeah, it's
movie
an old
solid.
movie, but it's like a different kind of love. The compassionate love, the scorching love, the greedy love, all this kind. And it's also a part in that movie. And those two people fell in love. She was married, but she fell in love with someone else. But they did everything to be with each other, but at the cost of many, many deaths. Because he was in, I think he had to, it was a war situation, and he neglected his tasks. So the enemy could conquer actually, yeah, could conquer um, more. I mean, I could conquer the place where he was, Egypt or somewhere. I mean, he lost actually, they lost the war, or they lost because he didn't do his duty because he was so crazy in love with that woman. And then he flew with that plane, and I mean, they died. She died at least somewhere in the cave, and he got totally burned. And I think, and then he tells a story to a nurse in Italy, something like that. Yeah, the English patient. But then everybody think, oh, it's such a romantic movie, but I think it's a very destructive movie. For just so many people die for just one passionate love. So what people do for passion, it's sometimes crazy.
Yeah.
But it's an example of that love is not always so lovable. Okay, that's it.
I wanted to add real quick too that I wish I wanted to be so prepared for Venus, but life doesn't always happen that way. So so Rome, Venus comes from the Aphrodite, and Rome apparently took it from Latin, which I thought Latin was Rome. So now
Yeah.
apparently I have to figure out where Latin came from because that was before Rome. So I'm assuming it's between the Greek and the Roman era, that Roman, it's called Roman Greco era.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so, and there was actually no temples in Rome to Venus. The only ones they found were Latin
Oh,
temples that
yeah.
went to Venus. And she was actually, it was like a Jupiter celebration. So
Yeah.
then she got related to Jupiter. And then on the 23rd, there was a Venus day for prostitutes because back then
Yeah.
prostitution was just a job. It wasn't
Yeah. But
a
yeah. Yeah.
crime. So yeah. So just that little tidbit.
Yeah, true. And I don't know either. Rome and Latin. I thought the language was Latin and the place was Rome, but probably. There must be a
Yeah.
difference.
I was surprised. I'm like, what do you mean it comes from Latin, not Rome? What's Latin then? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
Okay.
yeah, learn something new
Yeah, and
every
then we
day.
have the yeah, and then we have the puppy love, but that's more sweet. They're like teenagers who fall in love. That's more a kind of sweet love, anyhow. But there are different kinds of love, and as adults, we should move to an adult love. Actually, agape to save the society, we need agape for sure. And then and also trust in yourself, and love comes to you. I'm quite sure. So
Yeah.
let's start. Okay,
Okay.
Venus in Aries.
Venus and
Okay,
Aries.
Aries. Aries. So all people who are Aries or who have Venus in the first house, it's related. They're very passionate and they fall in love at first sight. Many times, I mean, if you have a Venus in Aries or Venus in the first house, you more easily fall in love at first sight.
I
And
put the
then, yes,
usually more direct
yeah,
about their feelings also.
straightforward. Yeah.
Yeah, straightforward.
They don't play the games. They're not so into games and yes, yeah, like a cat and mouse game. It's not so much
Yeah.
Aries. Okay, I want her, or I want him. Let's go for it. That's more Aries. Of course, it's also different if it's in relation with other planets. It makes it more smoother or more direct even. It's different. But then we do it now, just clean the planets. Huh? So yeah, there's kind of direct. But in that case, sometimes if they have it in Aries in seven, for example, they marry quick and they have quick children. And yeah, that
Sorry if
is
you hear noises once in a while. It's my
yeah, it's
son
okay.
because he has the
And
ceiling
that's all.
getting
Yeah,
fixed and he's in here. Yeah.
yeah. And Venus is also yeah. It's also the for beauty they like many times. Venus in Aries likes modern art, but I cannot relate so much to that. I didn't. Yeah, I don't know Aries people who like modern art actually for myself. And people who are in Aries or Venus in Aries, I don't see them. I know Aries who likes modern art, but Venus in Aries, I'm quite related to Venus in Aries because my Venus is related to house five, to Aries in five. And but I don't like modern art at all. I'm more like a classic, not classic, but yeah, Monet, like expressionism, the kind of
Okay.
yeah, those. But anyhow,
Yeah,
and
it says
yeah,
I'm sorry, Venus and Aries. So in the book it says they like to travel, music, painting, decorative art, poetry, romance.
yes,
So I
and
think
it's
that's
also
pretty much every sign
yes,
with
and they're
Venus.
adventurous. They like
Yeah.
adventure. And that is I can relate very much to that. That's for me. And I don't have Venus in Aries, but it's related to it. I have Venus in Virgo, but adventurous was used to be very strong for me, but now I'm older. I mean, not that young anymore. It goes a little bit. It rests a little bit. I get more homey. But we have to be homey anyhow. We can't go out.
Like I said,
Okay.
I'm manifesting a hot mailman.
Okay. Next, Venus in Taurus. Okay, I'll let
Oh,
you start.
oh, I wanted to say too that
Oh yeah, do. Yeah.
they have a very childlike.
Yes. Very childlike innocence and yeah, I would say yeah, childlike yeah, childlike way of loving.
Yeah, yeah,
Very innocent and very actually for me very beautiful because they don't have a second agenda either. But that's more for fire. I think it's for fire. Very beautiful. But that's also why they sometimes it can be yeah not easily cheated. I think Venus and Iris, but surprised. I mean, for me, people with Venus in fire sign, they're loyal and they're direct. They don't have that whole behind things going
yeah.
on,
Like
and
playing games.
they're
Like
playing. Yeah, they're
yeah,
not. And I know that for all the fire signs, I know they're not like that. But they, of course, by age and you learn, and then of course they're more cautious, but then they don't have it. So now it's Venus in Earth, and it's for beauty. They have a very good taste in beauty. Very the quality, like very fond of quality on jewelry, aesthetic. Uh, they're yeah, they love land. For them, it's also what you like. Yeah, the nature loving. Venus and Taurus is, but I
Like
want, yeah,
they like
sorry,
creature comforts, like
yes,
yeah, like the nice luxurious things,
yes,
physical things.
yes, they're like that. They want to, they need a partner also next to him because it needs to be tangible. If the partner is like one who's going a lot away or not so many times at home, they don't feel safe. So they want like security, safety, stability, and actually someone who takes care for them in a way. And they're very sensual, very erotic, yeah, in an erotical way, very sensible, like body touch, yeah, sensual, very much.
That's what I was going to say. They show their love usually through physical
Yes,
interaction.
yeah,
Good
yeah,
thing.
yes. And if they have a relationship, most of the time they're stable relation, they maintain their relationships, and they're loyal in their marriage. I mean, yeah, they're kind and they yeah,
Predictability. I put they usually need
yes,
predictability and dependability.
yes, like
Hmm.
that. And yeah, okay. So, but once they have conquered their loved one, that's okay. I have, then I go sit in the couch and say, okay, now I conquered you, like for the man. So now you take care, you take you're in the
Yeah,
kitchen, you make sure my
the conquest is
yeah,
over.
very conservative. So they did their work. So and they're tired. So okay, you're now in my house. So okay, I'm done with courting. So just you do your job. And it's true. I know Taurus like that. Okay, I did my job. So now, where is that romantic man? So no, it disappears. So and yeah, or you get a new way of living, but they're not so much in. They want the stability and just being nice, enjoying each other, and not so much, yeah, yeah, luxury, yes, but not too much surprises. Has to be safe,
Right.
things like that. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
like
yeah,
with Aries, I know they like the stimulation.
yes,
This is a hard one with talking about love, but yeah, they like the excitement. They
yeah.
need to be
Yeah,
yeah.
you need to be interesting. You need to be
Hmm.
fascinating. And as for fire, most of the time, if the fascination is gone, I think okay, it's time to leave or something. If there is too, if it's not, uh, yeah, if it's not in harmony with other planets, or to ease the adventure down with a more relaxing planet like Saturn or something, or Moon, it makes a difference. But if it's only fire, yeah, I mean, we're talking about it, not a real love, a happy love. We're talking about how people experience the Venus. Venus is not on, yeah, like, so in a simple way. So, because, yeah, if we talk about love from Shakespeare, like Jonathan, we're not talking about that so much. But
I know I
little,
wanted to read Venus and Adonis because it came up.
yeah,
I was looking at Venus, but that's really long. So Jonathan could do
yeah,
that on one of his. Yeah.
yes. Yeah, but, yeah, so it's more, yeah, and they also have um, they follow their instinct. It's more like their, yeah. Sexuality is also very important for Taurus because they have a strong libido. They have strong libido,
Libido.
Taurus.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do
Yeah,
you call it?
that's what I meant. Like they
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying physical, but
Yeah.
they just yeah, they express love through physical
Yeah.
means.
Yeah.
So that way.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
important. So, okay. Yeah. So if it's an air sign of only air in Taurus, that will not go too much because it's too much. Yeah, the balance is then too much out. But okay, that's a kind of for. And then we have a Gemini. It's more lighter,
Hmm.
and for yeah. They are, yes, they're also kind of sensual, and they have the play. They like to play. Um, they
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna say too, they like to be stimulated, but more like a curiosity,
yeah,
like
and yeah,
a mental stimulation, I guess.
yes, and
Yeah.
they like they're the good. They're the flirters also. I think. I mean, yes, they flirt because they play and they can see what can
Hmm.
how she or he is going to react. That's for them. It's a kind of game. Um,
Yeah,
and
actually, this one thing I read said sometimes a Gemini will date just out of curiosity, just out to
yes,
see what, what would this be like?
yeah. And the knowledge is also important. You cannot be. They need to have so much passion for different kind of aspects from life. So the partner they're with then must be just more than only one simple. He must be interested in a lot of things. If
Yeah,
there is no communication, communication is very important, and actually also a bit of adventure. And yeah.
yeah. And I put
Um,
that too. You can win their affections over with like good, witty conversation.
Yes, they have to be. Yeah, conversation is very important, and they can entertain very well also. Okay, I think that's what I have. They can be changeable. I mean, if the love is not deep enough, they change more easily. But I mean, it's different. Once you find your true love, then all signs. I mean, it's different. I think, and it's you. Yeah, your true love is also between. Yeah, true love. What is true love? Is another question. Anyhow,
I put also like lighthearted. They don't like to be, you know how some people like a more, I guess, strict or dominating
yes,
relationship? They don't like that. They have to
no,
be free.
they have to be free. That must be
Yeah.
light, not
Yeah.
heavy.
Everything has to be light.
Yeah, light and tippy toe. And unless there Gemini is in house 8 and there is Pluto and there is a lot of heavy planets, then it changes whole the picture. But normally it has to be light. It's not like
Hmm.
they have so many things going on and so many interests that I mean, love is a part of it, but it's not. Their life is not dependent on it. I mean, like for for other signs, it could be, oh yeah, true love, like twin flame stuff. Yeah, I don't know true love twins. I'm thinking last lately about twin flame, but I see the people who. I mean, I know some people. I'm with the twin flame. I think Christ is a good example of finding a twin flame. But I know so many who are think they have a twin flame, but it's so compulsive, so compulsive. It's not free. It's binding. It's their mind is like 24 hours on it, and they try to get to the partner. It's crazy. I say, how can you live with? I have a friend, and she's for no, she was 5 years in love with someone from another continent, from India. But that man was not in love with her. But they make in her mind the twin
Hmm.
flame. There is always a kind of struggle and a fight, but then you can make up whatever you want, and it is like, oh my god, she went 4 times to India. She lost almost all her money, and then for going to India she saw that guy maybe once when she went, and sometimes even not.
Oh,
I think
wow.
just give it up, and now it's someone
Yeah.
else, and I don't think is that twin flame. It's an obsession. So
That's an
I'm
obsession.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
with the twin flame thing. No, I mean, okay, forget it. No, I. How can you spend so much time about something? And for me, yeah, personal, you lose all other aspects of life for that one illusion.
Hmm.
For me, it's a big, big illusion. But they are twin flames. But then it's natural. I think if you find your love, I mean, I think you can maybe, I think you can love more than, I mean, one person. If afterwards someone you might meet someone else, if someone dies or whatever, you
Hmm.
divorce. It's just not that one guy. I think I used to think that too because it's kind of romantic.
It's romantic.
It's
Yeah.
romantic. We are brought up with that in a time when everything when we had enough. But like our great parents, I mean, they had to marry somebody because they had to survive. I mean, women needed a man, and it was it. And they took somebody from the village who was free. I know there was not that so much romance. I think. I mean, maybe some, but it was not. It was a luxury, and it's coming from the rich people romance, but not from the poor people. They came together. They learned to love each other, and yeah, not
I
yeah. So yeah.
I do think it's like possible, but I think it's rare.
Yeah, it's rare. I think it's possible, but a lot of things I see they're not twin flames, it's obsession. But I think for
Hmm.
Christ, if she describes her love, yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
totally twin. I
yeah.
can totally, but she's not obsessed. I mean,
No, no, because
she's
she
not
gets
totally
mad at
not
him
obsessed.
too. She calls him
Uh,
out. So yeah, no. But I
yeah,
also think like sometimes on the rare occasion, because I do believe your soul gets recycled and you do come
yes,
back one in time. And when they say like a true love or a twin flame
yeah.
or whatever, I think sometimes I got like a piece of blueberry stuck in my mouth. I think it's like blueberry skin or something. I can feel it floating around. Uh,
Yeah,
so sometimes I do think like there's these rare instances
yes,
where,
I do believe that too.
like a past life and a past life connects and I
Yes,
mean,
it's true,
yeah,
and
it's
I
wishful
think it's
thinking,
also
but I mean, I do think
yeah,
that happens
and
once in a
what
while.
yeah, and what I believe is. Um, it's a karma thing many times
Hmm.
because if you have to make up something, I mean, my guru tells you will withdraw that partner. If I wild blueberry teas,
Yeah, I
and
got a piece in my mouth.
you will attract that person because you need to finish it with that person. And some people mistake that for twin flame. I think and because I know, I mean, my guru tells somebody it was a man and a woman, and they got together, but the man was really not good for that woman. But they had to finish a karma, and the guru knows of course. And then at the point, and then oh, why don't you divorce? It's really not good and things. But they have to finish the karma. And at one point, my guru says, now you can divorce. And she said, yes, your karma is finished. Go and find true love, she said. Sometimes you need to be with people to finish a karma. And then
Yeah,
and she could, the guru, our guru, she could do that. So it comes also in life, but then it's quicker done. And then you can go to a free kind of love. Because sometimes you just have to finish a karma with some person. And that comes in the way of you're very much attracted to it. And then you can finish it. You have to. I mean, it's a mirror sometimes, but the really twin flame is like mature love, and then yeah,
yeah,
then and you will do everything to be with that person, but without obsession. I believe that too.
right. Yeah,
And
because
you
I
can
think there is a difference between like really loving someone and always being there for them. Because like I don't know if you're in like a relationship where you felt like you were lost and it was always about that person. That's not true love because
no,
true
that's not
love
true love.
wouldn't
No,
want you to feel that way.
yes,
You know what I
no.
mean?
Then
So,
yeah, then it's kind of undermining yourself totally. Then
right.
you're like when you drown or you fall in love, I think everybody must have had that, and you're totally lost because you put the other one on a statue, and you make yourself small, and the other one is taking advantage of it. On the end, you lost totally your self-esteem, and that's not love. That it's like it's
Right.
abuse. It's abusive love, and
Right.
I just because we have a Venus today, and I have to maybe I dreamt this night because that's a good way for me to describe love. I dreamed this night, so there was a new love in my life this night, and then I've the feeling I had and that was very nice. So I felt so much at ease with that person, and it was like we knew each other for years, but it was like totally confident, and like I was totally myself. And I think, okay, I have to remember that feeling when I meet someone, might meet someone, and I think that's the. I mean, then I think, okay, that's
Yeah.
the kind of love I would love still to have. I mean, to me,
Yeah.
whatever it comes on my path.
Yeah.
So,
Like
but
that's like I want someone where I can be totally weird and they totally get
yeah,
it and that's okay. You know what I mean? Like where I don't have to ever
yes,
hide
you
part of
explain
myself.
yourself. Yes,
Right.
that's true.
Yeah. Yeah. If I
Yeah,
just
and
want
I
to
think,
break
yeah,
out dancing in the kitchen out of nowhere, then that's cool. I mean?
Yeah,
And I want to feel comfortable to do that. You know what
yeah.
I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, so and that's for me, that's kind of okay. It's totally, and then you don't expect so much actually when there is true love. You just there is acceptance. There's total acceptance. You don't have that high expectations that falls away. I mean, in my dream, that fell away. No, it's okay. I don't. I mean, I'm okay with myself. So he's there. It's pleasant. We share our love. We are not expecting something from someone else, but if we give, if we are surprising each other. It's nice, but it's not an obligation. It's something that happens spontaneously, and you don't drown
Right.
in love and in all these emotions. It's not it's a joyful thing. It's joyful. I mean, love is not, when a love relationship is exhausting, then yeah, I don't think it's not anymore love. It's just
No.
uh
Um, Melissa also mentioned drown, and I probably really shouldn't say this. This is kind of mean, but
yeah.
but one time when I was breaking up with somebody, and I told them, I'm like in life, I'm barely treading water, and you are like a rock tied to my leg, dragging
Yeah,
me under.
yeah,
So like we this can't happen anymore. You know what I mean? But I thought that was
yeah,
a really good analogy in a way to break up with some. Yeah, I thought that was a good one.
yeah, it is, yeah.
Kind of
So
mean, but
yeah, but we learn actually. I think, when you're young, I knew I had posters of my favorite movie stars and singers. It was in the time Donny Osmond, and when I was in my time, the
Johnny
Osmond family.
Osmond, I remember them.
And then there was David Cassidy. There were those two. It was in the school. There was one group was David Cassidy minded, and one group was Donny Osmond. And I was with the Donny Osmond group. It was so fun. But that's teenager love, so puppy
Right.
love. I call, but it was funny. But that's, yeah, it's more innocent kind of love. And but it evolves. Your love evolves, and later on, some people, okay, yeah, love should not be work. It should be tools to complete our real work. It's true, but it can change. I know, for me, it's like, what if you expect high? If you want passion, then be passionate. If you want just a partner, a friend, then be a good friend. I think whatever you want in love, then you have to be that also. You cannot expect from someone else to bring something in the relationship what you don't have, but you want it.
Right.
You can in character you can be different, but like, okay, I want somebody. If somebody is very on its ease and doesn't take a lot of yeah, it's more on his coach, and he expects everything from the other. It's not love. It's just not growing up. It's not. You first
Right.
have to be. I mean, it's what I want. If I want passion in my life, I need to have passion. Not always for other persons. I have a passion in my life. I like astrology. I like nature. You need to be a passionate person, and then you meet another passionate person. But if you're not like that, yeah, Osmond will be. If you're not like that, it doesn't have to. It's up to you. Who are you? Know yourself, and if you love yourself and you um, and the love comes back to you too. Actually, it's for
Yeah,
actually, yeah.
anything
So
forced
yeah,
isn't going to be love.
yeah,
And anything faked where you can't be yourself isn't going to be
yes,
real love. Yeah.
yes. And you can maybe for a while have that fascinating friend, but if you're totally different, it doesn't work out anyhow. So it's yeah, you have to know yourself, I think, before you really know true love. Yeah, you have to become the love you want to receive. I do
Yeah.
believe that too. And but
I
sometimes,
love
of course,
Christ.
in a relationship, sometimes some of the partner is down, so then you're the one who can bring him up. And if you're down, then the partner should be there for you. I mean, I think that's normal. I mean, you cannot always be very happy and very joyful, but the basic should be. So if somebody, I mean, you have to be there in good and in bad days, and that's love too. I find that. Uh, yeah, if you're boring, dull, and dry, find your equal. But sometimes they do. They don't find each other boring. But if you are like, yeah, you. I mean, actually, life gives you the same, gives you the same person than you are. I
Yeah.
mean, you meet the one you're ready for or whatever. Okay. So now
Apocalypse
we're
and chill.
yes, chill. Yeah, maybe we need somebody who's really. Oh, come on, guys! I have my little lodge. No, that's good. That's a lodge somewhere else. I have my fire in the evening. Fire camp. We eat. We bake some fish on the fire.
Yeah.
We take some books. Yeah, maybe I could. I could live with that for a while too.
Yeah. Some zombie apocalypse and chill time.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen the book Wuthering Heights from um, Emily Bronte? Wuthering Heights is also kind of passionate story between a very poor man and a noble lady. And yeah, sex is also important, but if I think it's not the basic of love. It's
No.
uh, so for men maybe even more. It is good and it's important. You have to on sexual level you have to fit each other. I think it's important too.
Mm,
But if that is the basis, I don't know it because I mean sex will yeah after a while if it will it's not that important anymore. But then you need your other qualities to be. I mean, if you're always with the same partner, sex goes away after a while. I think after I mean.
no, this is so gross. This is really gross. But
Yeah,
my
yeah.
grandparents had sex until like they were dying.
Okay, yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
I
Isn't
mean,
that
it's
too
good
much
also.
information, Grandpa?
Yeah, yeah, a lot of people do, but I think yeah, it's different. I think I don't know if I don't know because I'm not with someone, but for some people, yeah, maybe it is. For some people, it's but maybe for some it's the basic. But I mean, for me, it would not be enough for sure. But if it's not, it's not good either.
No. Well,
It's I
that's
mean,
like
it has
with
to be a
Leo,
balance. Mm.
with Venus and Leo.
Yeah,
Sex is important, but
yeah,
like they want a more deeper connection. I know
yes,
we're not on Leo yet. So like they can find like love in a partner where the sex isn't that great, but
mm.
there's a deep connection, but
Yes,
they might not just be fully satisfied, I guess.
yes,
It's
yeah.
terrible. And then, but yeah, so I just read that earlier
Yeah,
today.
yeah, true. Yeah, it's true. Six. Yeah, it's and sometimes you get misled in and you have that wonderful time, but then but it gives a lot of insecurity. I had two partners. One was like give me safety and comfort and very interesting and also good sex, but the other one was like amazing in sexuality. But then all women wanted him, and I was oh my god, you ended they oh it was crazy. I said oh my god, he was a womanizer. Never, never. It could be have the best sex, but never, never anymore. So it was a super attractive man. I don't know why he saw an oh, I think an eye in me, but anyhow,
It's
Jesus.
gross when it's your grandmom telling you about Gloria. I
Oh
mean, Lori.
yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Anyhow, but and then if you're insecure and you want to make you always yeah, it's like sexuality doesn't give the safety for sure because I experienced that because to keep your partner with you, sex is not enough. I just want to say that
No, it's not enough.
absolutely not. Your
No,
boobs and your and things it doesn't matter. Whatever you try, it will not stay with you if he has
no.
it. That's not enough. So it needs a. But yeah, no, that's report post.
Lord
It's
the
good,
best.
but it's not enough. I don't want to feel that insecure anymore. I was always, oh my god, all these women. They were, oh, women can be nasty. They were like the Aphrodites. They were like, trying, how can I get him? How can I get him? I had to drag him. I said, I'm gonna hide you in a cave, in a cage. I did once locking up. I was so angry. So now you're gonna behave. You're not going out. I take the key. I stole his key for a while. I locked him really. Oh my
That's
god, it
funny.
was. I was crazy love. Was crazy love. It was like, oh, I'm fine. And we fought. Oh my god, I was like platonic, platonic. It was Scorpio love. Oh my god, no, no Scorpio
Scorpio.
love. I see. I feel red if I talk. I think about it. No, like, let's go to Cancer, sweet love.
Yes, sweet love. Oh, but wait, I wanted to say this real quick because I don't know. You said something about Aphrodite or something, and
Ah, yeah.
something you said, yeah, and it just reminded me, right? Because I really like this. So, Alan Watts was talking about like the divine feminine is actually related to like the darker side. It's like the hidden
Ah, yeah.
um aspects of the world, right? And the male is more the masculine, divine masculine is more of the physical seen aspects of the world, right? But he was saying like, so in order to have a beautiful painting, you have to
Diplomacy.
have the blank canvas. So in order to see the stars at night, you have to have the black darkness in the background.
Yes.
So it's almost like the feminine is like we were saying, behind every man is a good
Yeah.
woman or
Yeah,
whatever.
strong
Yeah, it's
woman,
like
yes.
you have
Yeah.
to have that that
Yeah.
darkness in the back to let the things in the front shine. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I
Yeah,
just
they're
really
the
like that.
power, they're the strong power. Yeah, women, yeah, the Shakti, this, in India say the Shakti power, if it's not strong, you can never keep a man, they say. You need to strengthen your feminine power, and then just you, the man should melt in your hands in a positive way, because if your feminine power is strong, they just want to be with you.
Right.
It's not a effort, but that they want to be you, but it's an inside power, the inside femininity. It's not being slave obedient, but it's a kind of inner strength.
Yeah.
And because if you say no, yeah, women should be feminine, oh, the many times they're misunderstood. It's not. It has nothing to do with slave of being uh,
Or
100% of,
control or
yeah,
yeah.
control authentic. It's just your inner power that makes the man be like to be in your environment,
Yeah, it's
and
like
that's the
beauty.
thing.
It inspires, right? Like
Yes.
that's what
Mhm.
usually why people paint and
Yeah.
everything. Like even in the pain,
Yeah.
they see the beauty and they create
Yes.
beauty. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Two
it's like
people
that.
meet.
It's almost like
Yeah.
inspiring.
Yeah, and it's two people meeting each other. It's, yeah, two whole people. Yes. And the feminine side is the, yeah, the inner side, and the outward side is the masculine side. But we have to have both. The man has to have a
Hmm.
little bit feminine side, and we have also to have the masculine side. But it's for everybody a bit different, the degrees. But you have to have both.
Courtney,
Uh,
she asks me
yeah,
every
I'm not
time,
gonna
all
read.
the time. It's always Courtney.
Okay, we're in Cancer. Yeah, she's Gemini, yeah, for sure.
I know.
Uh,
I'm gonna marry
uh,
Courtney one day. I love her.
yeah. Um, yeah, Cancer is very sensitive, very receptive, and they attract easily love. Actually, Cancer. I mean, that's my experience. People they because they're so receptive, they're so kind. They have the kind of like the moon, caring and nourishing
Hmm.
temperament. So most of the people like, I mean, of men or women, like to be in the neighborhood of Cancer. If it's not too watery, I mean, they can be oversensitive, and they can be a little bit too much, yeah, easily oversensitive, so that they're too much easily hurt. But
Yeah,
anyhow,
and they like they rather be committed
yes,
than um just jumping around or whatever. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
They rather be in a relationship.
yes,
And
and they have yeah,
I'm sorry, and they're like emotional caretakers,
yeah,
Venus and Cancer.
yeah, true. Yeah, and Venus is on Venus and Mars is in Mars, and I think it's a bit true. The goddess people, yeah, we should not hunt. I feel also that if the feminine really chases man, I mean, that's for me, yeah, my generation maybe. But what I experience both. If I go after, it never works out. If they come to me, it works out. For me, I don't chase men. I mean, I don't chase. Doesn't work for me. But maybe for some women, I just don't want to have concepts like you have Venus. But I find the books. Venus is from women are from Venus and men are from Mars. I think it's quite accurate. Um, anyhow, and for the Cancer is very sensitive.
Gerard's
Uh,
behaving unbelievably well.
yes. Okay. Cancer is very sensitive, and they really can already anticipate of the feeling of the partner without the partner even knowing what he feels. The Cancer says, "Oh, you're feeling so sad," and then, "Oh, do I feel sad?" The typical Cancer is really anticipating very nicely on the emotions of the other one. Yeah, and equity is very important, and yeah, they're nourishing and comforting in love. They're like, yeah, a little bit motherly or fatherly. But
Yeah, I was
sometimes,
gonna say they'll care for you like more
yes,
than they'll care for themselves, I guess. Like
yes,
they want to care for you.
yes. Uh, yeah, women don't need to chase men. I think so too. But I mean, I don't want to say women. Some women are like that, and maybe they succeed. But yeah, it's not me.
Sorry.
But if you're a fire sign, people with a fire sign, they have a tendency sometimes to chase. I mean, for sure. And okay, but
No,
that's
good.
it's very, yeah, about again about cancer.
Oh, yeah, I
It's
know.
very they're
Maybe
very
yours. All
comforting.
right, thank
They're
you.
very, yeah, they're very comforting partners. Very comforting. Intuition is very important. The needs, they go on the needs. It's very nice, I think, to be in the hands of a cancer. I mean, can imagine it's very nice. But they're very sensitive also. Uh, they've okay. Then we go on another fire sign, the Leo.
The Leo.
Yeah,
My
some
Venus
men
is in
like
Leo.
being chased. I think so too. Some men like being chased, but
Well, I think it's like you were saying, depending on the house and if
yeah,
it's aspecting any other planets, it's different because like we're people, right? So some men
yes,
aren't as forward
yes,
as other men, just like some
yeah,
women aren't as forward. Like my cousin will go right up to a guy and tell him,
yeah.
she likes him and stuff, and I'm like in the corner, like I really like him, but I'm not gonna say nothing.
Yeah, true. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just the way it
It will
is.
take a long, long time for me when it's not at first sight. Many times at first sight, then it's friendship. It's of then it will flow out of friendship, and they're very nice
Yeah.
because then you know each other. You don't expect too much because you know the person, and that is very comforting. It gives me a very feeling of stability, of safety, of okay, also being yourself. But I have the
Hmm.
two. Either love flows out of friendship, or it's at first sight. At first sight is it's very
Venus
adventurous,
Leo,
but
yeah.
very very scary too, because oh, okay, what are I gonna do? Yeah, Venus really is very loyal and honest and passionate. They have here and very ideal. They put their love on a very high statue,
Yeah.
and they like to spoil their loved ones. They want to give them everything. They give them like nice presents, luxury presents. They want to, yeah, they want to treat them like queens
Yeah.
or kings. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a
They,
Venus in.
it's almost like they uh like show their affections by
Yes,
doing like special things
yeah,
for them. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, I
and
do that
also, and then they like to
too.
shout it in the hall. They like to let know the whole the how do you say, the king and his sir his how do you say,
Oh yeah, announce it to the world.
yeah, to the world. Hey, you look what that's
I'm
yeah,
in
that's
love. Yeah,
they're
yeah.
very proud. They're very proud of their loved ones. They need to be proud, otherwise it's not. Otherwise, they would not go out. Leo wants to show off a little bit with the loved ones.
Yeah.
So
I
they're
did
very,
have to like it's like if a Venus and Leo feels like their partner is no longer interested in them,
hmm,
like a Venus and Leo likes
yeah,
attention from their partner.
yes,
And if they don't feel like they're getting that attention from their partner or they're no longer interested, they'll start to lose interest
yes.
in the
That's
partner.
true because yeah, Leo. I mean, yeah, I can relate to that. I mean, if I'm interested, I will show, and I like to. I'm very proud of them also. But I mean, it's also like, yeah. No, I lost my thread now with Leo. Um, you're very proud of your loved one. Yeah, you want to show that. But if your loved one is like, let's also Leo a little bit for me, is making fun of you or whatever. Oh, it's not like. Yeah, that's not you do not do that to a Leo queen or king. No,
No.
it's like okay, you treat your queen with dignity. You don't make fun of
Yeah.
your queen in public. No, not. Oh no, I can. I don't like gross. I don't like gross jokes. I don't like. I like jokes, but still a certain way.
Yeah.
Anyhow, but
I
I'm
mean,
like,
it's weird because I grew up with like I have all brothers and I have all sons, so it's just all boys. So um yeah, I'm hard to offend so, because I've
yeah,
pretty much heard it all. But like there is a certain level where it's like
yeah,
uh I guess disrespectful or
yeah,
uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like I can handle a
yes,
lot, but there is like a level where it's
yeah,
like,
for me
all right,
too. Yeah,
it towards you, then yeah.
yeah.
But in general, I'm pretty good at handling all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I mean, I have five brothers, so I know. I mean, I'm not easily offended, but and I
Yeah.
and I grew up in the village where there were more boys than girls. So, but yeah, but I mean, but I did the trip that didn't really go low. I mean, I didn't remember. I mean,
Right.
it's
I
like
mean, I've
kind of
heard some crazy stuff, but it was never like
yeah,
gross. You know what I mean? I
yeah,
guess I don't know how to
yeah,
say it
yeah. No, it's
because I've
me.
heard gross stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And also, as a woman, I would never chase a man, but I let him know. It's for me, it's the same. I'm exactly the same. I would let know. I'm not like the waiting on the, yeah, like a flower. You see flower print on the wall,
Yeah.
but
It's a
I'm
wallflower.
not chasing. I'm never chasing. No.
Yeah.
But
Just state it
why?
clearly, and if it don't come back, then I guess it don't come back. But I don't
Yes.
state it clearly,
Yeah,
and
but
I'm
if
awkward, so I don't throw out hints well either.
yeah, but I could go to the other end of the world if I find one. I can. I did. I did once. I went to Hawaii. No, I met someone in Hawaii, and and I have to go home because and I wanted to go back, but of course for him I was so crazy in love, but for him it was not like that. I mean, so then I think and then you stand there back in Hawaii and okay, yeah, that's like no, I'll never do that again.
Oh
But
wow.
Hawaii is beautiful, yeah, no, it's like that.
I'm
That's
gonna go beat
stupid.
him up.
Yeah,
Messing with my sister.
I could crush him. No, but no, he was a kind of I think he was a typical Hawaiian, and he was a shaman, a Hawaiian shaman. And then somebody said, "No, he seduced you. He did some magic tricks with you." So it must be that because they were like, also that's really that. But and I could, then I let go, and then it's over with me. I think, okay, done. I don't mourn too long about love, lost love or something. No, it's no, I don't do that. Yeah, that's about Leo. Something else to add to
I just
Leo?
wanted to because I think Elaine mentioned it too. Venus and Leo likes to play, just like
Yeah,
Aries, Venus
they're
and Aries.
playful. It's house five.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah,
like to
it's
play.
playful romance and yeah,
Yeah, and they're entertaining. They're very entertaining.
yeah.
So very yeah. But it's very funny. I'm a Leo. I never meet Leo men in my life. Never. I'm Leo women. I don't seem to meet them. Very
Oh
funny.
really?
No, I don't know any. Do I know a
Actually, I
Leo
don't think
man?
I've ever dated a Leo either. That's weird
No,
now that you
no.
said that.
Not even in my friends. Leo women I know, but Leo men I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, funny. I
that's
never.
weird.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, but two, a queen and a king. No, no, two kings in. You cannot rule with two. I mean, and it's the leader. And one is the leader. So probably they're two dominating. I mean, I'm not dominating, but Leo is known for being dominating. But it
Yeah, I'm
depends
not
on.
dominating at all.
I mean, neither. So, but anyhow, two Leos. No, I never met a Leo actually. Uh, anyhow, then it's Virgo, and
And
yeah, Virgo. Here it says they're cool, they're more calculated, and they're prudish. They like platonic. They like platonic.
they
How
like
do you
committed
say?
relationships too.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and they like to surf. When I mean, they like to. Their way to show love is to help each other. And they're like a bit a savior. Um, but they can be extremely angry. Boinking after is the best. Okay, I have my Virgo. I have my Venus
What
in
is that?
Virgo.
Break up to make up. That's why we that song. Yeah.
Okay, and yeah. So there seems to be cool, but I don't think Venus is. I mean, I have Venus in Virgo. I'm more, yeah, like I'm saying, I will not take the initiative, but I show my love actually by doing something for someone, not so much in words, actually never in words. I will not say easily I love you, but I will show it in my deeds. Like anyhow, yeah, master slaving in a Scorpio kind of love.
Oh, I
Uh,
had that conversation with her and Hunter before. I'm like, oh my God, my ears right now.
So, and they can be, yeah, Venus and Virgo, yeah, they like also, they look for the profit in love, but not in a way like, okay, does this partner contributes to me in my life? Uh, I'm not my niece. Does this partner contribute to my life? Okay, I'm going for it. So they don't follow so much their emotions, but they're more like, okay, they're trying to analyze more in
Yeah,
a
it said
rational.
they'll more quietly try to make like I guess what is it? Get into your love.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
like yeah, in a
Not like a, boisterous way, a more quietly, I guess, laid back
yes,
way.
a bit
That's how they'll get
shy.
into your
Yeah, kind,
heart.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and and humble, shy, like gentle
Yeah.
like more. Yes,
It does say they can be a little insecure in love.
yes,
Yeah.
and yeah, many times they say also they stay unmarried. Says here, and I Venus in Virgo, so yeah, maybe it might be right.
Like I
Okay.
said, you don't need government institutions to get
Yeah, yeah,
married.
yeah. Okay. But on the other hand, he says also Venus in Virgo also prostitutes have Venus in Virgo because they experiment. They want to know what is sexuality like, clinical
Oh, okay.
looking at love life. So that's the other
So
side.
it's just research.
That's the research. You
Yeah,
have the two sides.
research.
You have the
This
yeah
is for humankind.
yeah. You have the kind of the nun-like, yeah, Venus in Virgo, and then the prostitute, like two extremes actually.
Yeah.
Anyhow, but yeah,
Yeah, and I
that's
thought that was kind of, I mean, I guess it's fitting because it's Venus, but I just thought it's actually April 23rd and it's called I'm not going to say it right, like not the Vulcanalia. It's like it's really close to the Vulcanalia. Let's just say that
yeah,
word.
um,
But it's the
uh,
celebration on April 23rd and it celebrates prostitutes. It's Venus's
yeah, is
festival in Rome, where they would have
okay,
gladiator fights and all that stuff.
yeah,
But they
okay,
actually
and then
celebrated prostitutes.
yes, they serve their virgins. I mean, the virgins who has to. Oh no, like the virgins that I had once a nice poster. It was all Roman maidens and then in a blue long dress, and they were the goddesses of the virgin goddesses. They had to, I think, once in a year or so they had to go out, like you said, a festival, and for the rest of the year they were had to take care of the fire, the holy fire. I don't know anymore what it was, but yeah, the kind and that's Virgo like, so
Yeah.
they will do their task. But anyhow, that's the low level actually. What do I say? Um, yeah, but in a way, if Venus and Virgo is also they like to serve people. They show their love by doing and helping others because it's like a kind of nursing people. They like to take care of other people. Sick people sometimes they have a kind of weakness for people who need them. It's also Virgo.
Yeah,
Oh, you hear this?
2,000 years ago.
You heard it right.
You missed it. You're 2,000 years late. Um,
Yeah, the Vestal virgins. That's true. Actually used for. Yeah, I have to dig it up again. They,
yeah.
they. I don't know by heart actually. I thought they had to protect the fire. Oh, some. of the household fire, I think, of the state. Of they were the, yeah, I'm not really sure anymore, but they were the Vestas, the Vestas. You can
Um,
look it up, but I was looking it up later on. I didn't find it.
it
Yeah,
also said, I'm sorry, it also said for Venus and Virgo,
yeah,
to get, I guess to get to a Venus and Virgo's heart, they like that when someone appreciates the little things.
yes,
Yeah, they don't care about lavish
yeah,
uh
absolutely. They're humble. Yeah,
affections or whatever.
simple.
Yeah, yeah, simple.
It's sober. Yeah, it's true. No, we are not talking about spiritual love, but we're just talking about the way how people express their in their nature love. It's but it could be in a high level. It depends on your level. I mean, just the temperament. If like we're saying this, like she said now, in a humble, shy way, not too much exposure. They show their love. Very sweet. You have to notice it. You have to be subtle. For if a Virgo loves you, you maybe if you are like too much outwardly, you might not notice. But if you're subtle, you will notice. So that's more in the temperament. It's not love, but it's the way how they express. Because all
Right.
the signs can go to high loves. I don't want to. Um, it's more the temperament we're discussing. It's not because we are. I mean, we are already not the youngest. I mean, I'm not the youngest anymore. So no, you go for a higher level of stability. It's we're not teenagers anymore. It's not like um, the highest spiritual love, but we're growing to that.
Well,
But these
it's
are
like
the
too with even with me and the Venus and Leo, like I like if I have a love or whatever, I want to be proud and like kind of boastful in a way, but I also want it to be for me. So it wouldn't be like everywhere, you know what I mean? Like I would
yeah
be proud, but it wouldn't be loud. And when I was younger, it would be loud. And now
yeah
that
yeah
I'm
yeah yeah.
older,
See
yeah.
yeah.
So, it's about understanding it and growing up too.
Yeah, it's growing up. So when you're older, you would have the more refined expression of love, and then
Right.
you have still the passion because we're human being, but we grow to a more yes mature love. In every sign can do that. It's not, but now we are doing a little bit simple and in an easy way. I'm not talking about like Jonathan is talking about the beautiful love, the finding really. The unity between the masculine and the feminine, like the divine love. That's all the stories from Shakespeare and from those nice poets he describes. It's very beautiful and it's very, very high level love. And but they do it in their own way also. But and small touches. It could be love, a sweet, kind smile, all this kind of thing. But it's
Right.
inside. Marriage is inside, actually and all about
That's
it's
all it.
all about
Yeah, it's all about it.
okay, so but yeah, there is love and sex is different, but we're
Yeah,
talking, yeah, it's totally different. I mean, sex can be the most ugly thing, it can be the most beautiful thing.
beautiful thing. Right.
Yeah,
And you can confuse sex with love.
yeah. Are you
Yeah.
referring to Cancer as Venus or Virgo as Venus? No, Virgo is a sign and Venus is a planet. And Venus in Cancer uh, shows a different temper than Venus in Virgo. And yeah, and when you're passionate, it depends also screw dignity. So, but
Yeah.
Lori is a Virgo, but she must have a strong Mars. I did her chart, so I have to look back.
I
So a
know.
strong lady, but so this and like you can be perfect grow in love without being married in a chaste life, but that's the spiritual love.
Yeah.
You don't need to have a
That's why
partner.
like I make that joke about government institutions, but with
Yeah,
marriage and stuff, because like I feel like it's almost like a dance, right? Like a
yeah,
like in my head, because like I said, I can't explain things good with words. I wish my head could like be a
yeah,
projector, but
yeah.
like I always envision like two light bodies that are in this constant like
Yes,
dance with each other, you know, and sometimes they're connected and sometimes they're further away, but they're always like in a dance with each
yes,
other. That's how I see love in my head. I don't know how to explain it in
yes.
words.
Yes. Yeah, and chastity, it's more spiritual love. I mean, you don't need, you can have spiritual love without chastity, but we can have spiritual love with chastity. It's a virtue, which is not a virtue anymore in the West, but in India it still is, but maybe not so much anymore. But the depth of chastity is very, very beautiful. But I read more about that because for my Indian love, for Indian wisdom. So we as Western don't understand nothing about chastity, actually. I have to say that. I can give a whole lecture about chastity in the way it is actually, not like being prudish, what is totally misunderstood. But it's a whole
Yeah,
other
because
topic.
sex
Yeah.
is a love bonus. That's how I
Yeah, true. Yeah. Anyhow, but yeah, I don't want
It's like, oh,
to.
I fall in love. I get to have sex too.
You,
It's a bonus.
yeah, it's like yeah, we don't have to mix those words, but yeah,
No,
but love in the West is most of the time intertwined with sexuality, but it is actually love can be so much beyond. Most of the time, if it's a higher love, it's much more higher because the the love, it's only when it's only fixed on sexuality, it goes and it comes, it goes and it comes. But if you have the highest love, like the spiritual love, then you can compare. Like if you have the lower love, between, yeah, like this, it's not really low. It's like if you have the highest love, it's like you have the cherry on the top, and the lowest love is like you take the crumbles on the ground. But we think you have the highest love.
right.
I compare those, that spiritual love and the other kind of love. But we think we have the greatest love because it's with sexuality. But that's, yeah, it's like, yeah, yeah. It's nothing compared with really the highest source of love. It's nothing. But it's not. It is there. It's. I don't want to make it less important because we're human beings. But I don't. I don't. But I just want
But
to
it's
make the
not that
difference.
important. Like I said,
Yes.
even in with the Venus and Leo, it did say
Yeah.
um, like sex is important, but they
Yeah.
rather have a deep connection with somebody
Yes.
than than you know,
Yeah. It.
like
Yeah.
that's more important than the sex.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. So then we are going in Libra. Libra is like Libra is more in balance, and they want to the sweet love in, but also more the love for literature, for ideal love, for justice, for it's it's also Venus is the ruler of Libra and of Taurus, but they're two different kinds of love.
Yeah.
Venus in Libra wants more like will fall in love with the intellectual one, and Venus and Taurus would more fall in love with a nice bodybuilder or something like that. I mean, just roughly explained. So those that's different kind of love, but they're very beauty for aesthetic and art. It's also Libra. Most of the time, literature. They're very good in literature, also like Cancer.
and
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 yeah,
Venus and Libra, well, Libras in general kind of, it's like they always have to have balance, and it's almost like they kind of need a partner to balance
yes.
them
Yeah, they need a
out.
partner to balance.
Yeah.
The most of the time, Libras they always have a partner most of the time, and yes, Mercury retrograde. Yes, they need to, yeah, they balance themselves with someone else, and full quantum entanglement. Oh, that's something. um, yeah, and they're very good at making contact. So they are the ones who connect. They make the connections. They need to bind with someone, not always in a partner, but they need always to find people to bind with. If it's friendship, is it they are the one who connect easily uh, attract friends too.
Yeah.
Um,
It says they could have affections for their friends.
yes, they're very and they always when there is quarrels, they will try to harmonize. They don't like conflict. Libra always tries to
No.
avoid conflict, and that's a difficulty some. So that's why sometimes you don't know what does he or she want, because they anyhow they are um, yeah, they
It said
can be
it's
so.
I'm sorry, it's important too for the like relationship to be fair.
Yes, fair and justice. Yeah.
Yep.
It's and the luxury also a bit luxury. Libra likes to and standing. They have the kind of a standing. The position, social position is most of the time also very important, and their impression they make. It's also Libra. So yeah, beauty, aesthetic. It's also they like. It's very important. And they're good companions. You can, if you work together with Libras, they try to, uh, they're good in teamwork. So they feel, they connect, they anticipate very well. They're very nice to work with. Um, and seems to be here to say they love music too, but I don't know for sure if, um,
Yeah, it says here that wait, I just saw it. Yeah, they like refined culture, music, poetry. But like I
yes,
said, that's kind of like Venus,
yeah.
period. Venus is
Spirit is Venus,
poetry and beauty and
poetry and
music
music,
and
yeah.
hmm
Artistic is also, but Libra is then this sign, I mean, more escalated in those in Libra, because it's Venus is home in Libra, so
I'm in Libra, right.
yeah. Hmm. So, and literature, yeah, that kind, books, romance, they're good in those kind of things. So yeah, I think it's about what I have from Libra. And yeah, they need to be with someone always. Yeah, Libra doesn't want to be alone, like to be alone. I had a friend, and she was married, but she always wanted a partner everywhere, and yeah, they really need someone. Libra.
I'm
It's
sorry, I
that's a
told you I knew my son would do this. Yeah, we don't have football here, and my son plays football.
yeah,
And yeah, because I was raised to be indoctrinated and I raised him to be indoctrinated too, so he likes
yeah.
football. And yeah, so he's been staying at his dad's house so he can play football there. And I don't know, he said he wanted to come and I told him whatever. Long story short, I knew he would text during this and that's what he's doing now. So I'm sorry, but I
Okay,
have to answer. Okay.
no, it's good. It's good. No, you do.
Teenage
Okay,
boys, yeah, it's never ending.
okay. Then we come with the big sign, Scorpio. Everybody, of course, Scorpio.
Yeah, everybody with
Okay.
Scorpio.
Yeah, Scorpio can be very destructive in love life. They can passion.
Oh,
How you say?
quick question.
Crime,
It says that Venus is detriment in Scorpio. What's that mean?
detriment. Uh,
Yeah.
is it
Should
not?
I Google it?
Yeah,
Like
could
not
be.
shining?
Yeah, could no. It's not shining. It's dying, because it's like
Okay.
it's the lowest kind. I mean, it could be. It's not always, because Scorpio can be the light side, but Venus in love, and it's like the dark side of love. They can be jealousy. They have to conquer their jealousy, their instinct, passion, their obsessions, their well, it's a negative
Yeah.
way, yeah. And
Detriment, oh, detriment alone says state of being harmed or damaged. So
yes,
I
yeah.
guess it's not in its like, I guess, happy place
No,
when
it's not
it's
the
in
saddest place.
Scorpio.
So they have to conquer their demons. They're the people who kill themselves out of sadness because they're not with their loved ones. They will kill someone or their loved ones because he looked at somebody else or he was with another. The crime, passion crime. Being
Right.
passionate, yeah.
Crime of passion. Yeah.
Crime of passion is the Scorpio. But Scorpio fits very good with other Scorpios, so they're totally loyal to each other. They will be when they find the true love, and the love is truthful. They will never leave each other. I mean, they're the most loyal and faithful to each other till they die. It's
Yeah.
Scorpio actually, if they find each other, the right ones.
It
But
says that they're,
yeah,
I'm sorry, it says that they're very loyal and with their partners, they'll be like free and generous and lavish them with gifts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But they can also easily be says here
yeah.
that they would poison themselves. Like,
Yeah, they could poison. That's like Cleopatra.
yeah,
Cleopatra and Antonius. Yeah, they will poison. They will poison
yeah.
if there's someone in the if there's someone on the look for their partner. They will make sure the partner will not. I mean, they have their tentacles. Like, okay, this man or this woman wants my partner. They will. They will not succeed because they will make sure they will be out of the game. That actually can be very dangerous. And also like the that prostitutes is also from the dark. I mean, in the underworld, it's also Scorpio. So they
Well,
will,
too though, like um Scorpios are like deep, like the sign of
yeah,
Scorpio, whatever's in the sign of Scorpio, it's very deep and very intense.
yes. And in the positive way,
Right.
it can be the most
A
magical
good
way.
thing.
They're the eagles. They can go from snake to eagle, but they can be, yeah, they can be very kind of dangerous. Like they can be very, but they can die if they're suffering from jealousy, because jealousy is difficult. They can, I mean, they die inside from jealousy and possessive. I mean, if they're not in balance, they want to possess. They want to. That's, yeah, kind of almost. How do you say, suffering and torturing. They torture themselves in their love life if it's in a negative aspect. So they yeah, like those painful love stories you find could be Scorpio like. Um, but also the Scorpio can also the highest kind of form of love. Like they will, like Romeo and Juliet. I don't know Romeo and Juliet. They die for the highest spiritual love. But could be also Scorpio, because Scorpio is the light. Actually, November is the, yeah. They transform to the light. Love can transform. They can be healed by love out of the dark world. So the people, like, I don't know, for victims of abuse, could be Scorpio, a lot of Scorpio. If they heal, they heal, like they're transformed to the biggest, the highest healer.
Mhm.
So could be also, but Scorpio is not
Well,
easy.
there's also the star Antares in Scorpio, which is the heart
Yes,
of Scorpio, and
yes,
that's related to a lot of like negative energy. It's almost like the sun's opposite.
yes, yeah, the
So
Scorpio, yeah.
from what I've been learning or whatever. So I guess like but it's also like this beautiful I
Mm.
don't know if anybody's ever seen it, but in the sky it's beautiful. It looks like this flower blooming or something,
Yeah,
you know,
mhm,
and it has another
yeah,
star which is very bright blue. So
yes,
it's almost kind of symbolic, like you said, like it's got like the dark heart of Scorpio that can
yeah,
transform into the blue. I forget
yeah,
the name of
yeah.
that
But
star.
Scorpio are very
Scorpio
sensitive.
Row.
Actually, they're very sensitive. So I mean, there may be some Scorpios. I don't know. They're very sensitive. Like Riley, she's not here, but she's a Scorpio. But she's a very funny one. She's a very light one. But I
Yeah.
think Scorpio wants sex, but it's not always about sex. But it's like they can be trapped in love more easily. And yeah, Riley, she's a Scorpio, and but she's a very light one, I think. But I think when they want something, they go for it for sure. But if
Oh,
the
and from what I've seen from her lives, I wouldn't mess with her either. She might be light, but
yeah,
yeah, she
uh,
might be light, but she looks like she could kick some butt screaming out the window at everybody.
yeah, yeah, Scorpio is crazy. Yeah, yeah, true. So yeah, it's a mystery. Yeah, it's a sign which is not so easy. Yeah, but they're very loyal, faithful, passionate, and very dependable.
Mm,
I know two couples and they're both Scorpio. Both couples Scorpio, and they're very faithful, very nice couple. But yeah, they understand each other. But Scorpio is so deep, and another Scorpio can understand best another Scorpio. Yeah, they can be the one of the best lovers. Yes, they will sacrifice themselves to the higher kind of love. But that's transforming love, the positive side. It's the
Yeah.
highest love or the most dark love, both sides. Yeah, it's a blessing and a curse. I can believe that, Scorpio. They cannot do superficial. So, okay.
She's the best. She makes me laugh all the time. She really does. She makes me happy. Courtney.
Yeah, she has house 5 in Scorpio, I remember. So,
Oh, Courtney?
yes, she has 5 in
Okay.
Scorpio. Yeah, but yeah, when is that? Yeah, I don't.
I don't know what you're
Anyhow,
talking about.
yeah, they're dependable. Scorpio is dependable. That's why they're jealous too. If you're not dependable, then you don't need to be jealous. You're on your own, and might not be always fun when, but you don't want to control. Yeah, that's why Scorpio wants to control. The controlling love, the dominance of Scorpio can be very strong. But when they get out of their dependency, they're okay. But and that's why, yeah, controlling. They're the one. I mean, the stalkers. That's a kind of negative
Okay.
Scorpio love. Where were you? What did you do? And they prepare everything, and you get, wow, my God, you have to run away from them. The- Okay, that's Scorpio. And now we go to the Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
Um, okay, ideal, very ideal,
Lighthearted.
lighthearted, humor, um, and Scorpion House 5, very deep. What else? Very, uh, yes, and let's see, adventurous, and like that. Like if you have Venus in Sagittarius, you fall in love with somebody from another country easily.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh
could be.
yeah, the traveling and other cultures.
Traveling, yeah, other cultures. You maybe you fall in love with, yeah, with from another continent, another culture, another totally different, because it's fascinating for Sagittarius. Um,
Yeah, the Sagittarius, they they like they're they like the physical expression of love too, but they're more, I guess, into or intrigued by um like I'm
yeah,
not gonna say it
philosophy.
right.
Yeah, I know.
Philosophical mind. Yeah,
Yeah,
get that one
yeah.
out.
There and the mythical love also. It's Sagittarius is related to House 9. It's religion, it's spirituality. So they need, like Pisces most, but also they need a little bit more depth of the life
Right.
seeker. They need not superficial, because they have nothing to say to people who are very superficial. They always go deep, so they can talk for hours about depth. And so that's Sagittarius. So yeah, that's but yeah, they go also. They have the arrow on someone, because Sagittarius is with the one with the arrows. So if they want someone, if they fell in love with someone, they will go. They will shoot that arrow to that person, something like that, and they could be quite fanatical also. So they don't see anything else than their goal.
Well,
Um,
Cupid was Venus's son,
yeah.
and so was, I'm not going to say this right, and I'm going to hear it from Gerard, but Anus.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
Is that how
Yeah.
you say it? Aeneas or Anus? I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah, Anus and Cupid were Venus's son. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the Cupido is actually naughty one, because they like to play the Cupido. Okay, I'm gonna bring these two people together. Actually, it's the naughty one who mesmerizes people and let people, the wrong people, fall in love. That's also a kind of game that Cupido plays.
Hmm.
But it's an energy that is there. Because my guru said you should not, uh, my guru said, Cupido, you should not adore Cupido. He's not a good energy, but he does. That's an energy. It exists. So we think it's symbolic. Eh? Susan is Iran. It's Iran. Is
No,
and
I'm pretty sure it's anus.
and uh, and that's a mesmerizing energy.
God, I knew it, but I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. It's like Aneas. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It is okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Don't make me
yeah.
say
Now I
it
will
again.
think about that too much. I'm not. I don't want to hear. I'm not thinking
Yeah.
about it. Just go
Okay.
on.
Venus and Sagittarius. Let's
Yes.
focus.
Yeah. Uh, and but they also like very loyal. Sagittarius loyal and then neutral. They love their. I mean, they're looking very much for the same kind of yeah um, long during relationships when they want, and they're lucky because of Jupiter, Venus. So they most of the time they're lucky in love.
Yeah.
Sagittarius. I mean, I know a lot of Sagittarius that are really lucky in love. They really find wow. But that Jupiter is like the optimistic. They go for it, and Jupiter is like, okay, I. They trust that they get what they want. That's like positive thinking. Uh, and Anais,
Okay.
Anais,
Anais.
could be.
Yeah.
Anais, yeah,
I did my
yeah,
best.
Anais, yeah, Anais, yeah,
Okay.
it's.
I was saying it wrong. I knew
Mm,
I was. I just, that's the way I pronounced it. Sorry, I'm from Jersey. I don't know what to tell you.
yeah, okay. And they're
Um,
loyal, yeah,
yeah,
okay,
that's what I was gonna say. They're really loyal, but
yeah,
they have to have freedom. Like they're very,
yes,
yeah, anything pretty much in Sagittarius has to be independent.
yeah, yeah, very independent. They're not like, yes, they don't want to have,
I
Anise
got
the
it, guys.
spice.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's Anais. That's in Europe we speak it like that.
Yeah,
Eggplant and
I like saying it better that way.
okay, there we go. Actually, uh, Joycey.
Yeah, my accent. Easy.
Okay, okay. That's it. So, and yeah, of course, adventurous is very important for Sagittarius. So, but they're lucky in love most of the time. Venus in Sagittarius, they're lucky in love.
Yeah, actually, it says here in this book, pleasing Venus in Sagittarius involves allowing them lots of room in the relationship to grow. So, like
Yeah.
I said, independent, like you can't be smothering or
No, not
over
claiming, not
possessive.
claiming.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're kind of like almost like Aquarius. Um, yeah, they need to be their own space.
yeah.
So for both is freedom is very important. Okay, and
And
then
I
we
think
come.
that's
Yeah,
like important in any relationship, though. I think you do need, it can't just be you and that person all the time.
no,
Like that's
no,
not gonna,
that
you have
doesn't
to have
last.
your own passions to share with
Yeah,
each other, but yeah, you have to kind of have your own thing too.
yes,
And
you have to have your own life actually,
yeah,
and then you join another life and you share, but you cannot.
right,
Yeah, I
right.
think it's very important. So everybody his own space, otherwise a relationship doesn't last, I think.
Yeah, and then you'll
Mm.
just, I mean, it's like romantic to get lost in each other, but
Yeah, for a while it's good,
maybe
but
for like
then
an hour or two, because after that you have to kind of be like, if you can't lose yourself in each other, because then you're not you anymore.
no,
You have to remain you in a
yes,
relationship. Yeah,
that's very important. Otherwise, yeah, then then there's nobody else, and it's only one person or the other person, and you lose yourself, and it takes time to regain yourself again when you lost.
right.
So then there's Venus in Capricorn. Um, yeah, that's it takes a long time for Venus in Capricorn to show his love. It could be a little bit cool, but they're very deep. They look maybe on the outside cool, but they're not easily excited. It takes a long time before they choose someone. So that's why they say they find their love in later in life. when yeah, Venus in Capricorn sometimes, or they find love with someone who's much more older, which much more mature. They are not looking for like light pleasure. They like more the strong, the strength, the strong person. They're
Yeah, I
looking
was
for
gonna say someone who's like disciplined and
yes,
shows self-restraint and I
yeah,
like a just like a happy-go-lucky person probably wouldn't be good for somebody with a
no,
Venus in
no,
Capricorn. No, they have to be more uh
yeah, they can, yeah,
refined, I guess.
it's duty and responsibility. They're actually like the people who marry outside, could be the people who marry outside of standing. So he has a high social position. So I want to be, if it's in that way, they will make sure that they find the people in those circles of
Circle.
social life circles that they are safe. Could be also Capricorn because they're ambitious. And in Venus, okay, I want one some partner who has a big responsibility, who has a kind of important position in society, and I will make sure I get along with him. So there could be a very cool, calculated marriage. Could be Saturn, Venus in Capricorn, but positive. It's like it's the loyalty and the depth and the stability in their love life. So that's the more the positive way, and they will stay with each other really in hardship. They will not give up on their partner. That's the beauty. I mean, they will not, because it's difficult, they will not go away. They will go through because they can I mean, they can Capricorn can bear a lot if
Yeah.
necessary, so they will
And they're
stay.
more cautious in love.
Yeah, very cautious. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not flirting, they're not impulsive. They think everything very, very true. um, that's it. Yeah. So it could be a calculated marriage, but it doesn't have to be. But I love, yeah, Stan. I mean, serious. They're more drawn to serious persons or people who, yeah, they're like have a focus in life. They have a purpose in life. So they're who, yeah, have
And
discipline.
they can seem like cold,
Yeah, they seem
but
cool, but that doesn't have to be. They sometimes they can, because I have a friend who's Capricorn and she can be extremely like cool. That I think, yeah, but they're sometimes scares me a bit. But they have a lot of depth. They're not on the outside. They
that's what I
can
was
be
gonna say,
cool.
but they're actually really deep and will be loyal and deeply romantic with their partner,
Yeah,
even though they may come off as cold,
yeah,
even at
yeah,
first
yeah.
to their partner.
Yeah, they're very loyal to their partner. Very loyal. Yeah, because and it's also a very private thing. You're such a boss. I don't know who is talking about.
Yeah.
Not about me. Am I your boss or is someone else from the group? Am, am I over dominating this conversation? I hope not.
Oh no, no. It's probably a side combo like we do in
I
the
thought it was
morning
a
with
side
her.
comment. Yeah,
I'm trying to look now, but I don't see anything.
yeah. Then I have to follow. Um,
Oh,
yeah,
Lori.
uh,
Lori
yeah.
beat somebody up again. She yelled at
Okay.
somebody.
Yeah, she can.
Yeah, Lori don't take no crap. I love Lori. I wish Lori
Yeah,
was here. I'd be calling her up all the time.
and he
Hey, can you
meant it in the
come over and
best
yell at
way for
people
him.
for me?
Yeah, and he, but he means it in the best way. So we're okay. We're okay. So okay, and mature. They're more mature in love. They will. I mean, when they are ready for a relationship, they will go for it, and they will be committed to their partner, whatever it takes. Uh, the coolness is the initial state of observation. Yeah, true. They're not cool, but it's the how people observe. I mean,
Yeah.
uh,
Well, that's what I was saying. They seem like they're cold, but they're actually
yeah,
not.
they're not. No,
Yeah.
they're just on the outside, but they don't boost. They're not so easily show their love, so that's why they're cool. Um, yeah, I think that's. Then we go to another sign. It's Aquarius. Venus in Aquarius is good, huh? How do you say it in English? Aquarius?
Aquarius. Yeah,
Aquarius, yeah, Aquarius. So they're more eccentric. They're
eccentric.
like,
Yeah,
yeah, eccentric, very individualistic. So they surely need to be able to be themselves. But they like crazy partner. They like how more crazier, how better. Like they want to be independent, and they're the genius people who are the genius could be very genius like.
yeah.
So okay.
Yeah, I live with my parents and my kids, and my uncle moved in. My house is crazy, so I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
whole family affair over here.
yeah.
But I put open-minded. They like open-minded people. Like
Yes.
that's the kind of people they're usually attracted to.
Yes.
Free thinking.
Yeah.
Everything with Aquarius is always free thinking. It's always
It's
a
free
higher,
thinking.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's
And
not higher, it's just because free thinking doesn't necessarily mean higher conscious. It just means the ability to think freely without,
yeah,
you know,
without too much restrictions from rules from
rules.
outside.
Yeah,
Yes. They have their inner innate rules actually. I mean they want to express themselves fully without limitations. And that's also very important that in relationship independency is very much important, but friendship is they're like um, they're friends with their lovers. I mean, they're like their lover of their loved ones is also the best friend.
they're
Many
best
times
friends.
yes, that's the same. um,
And it
and
they I guess because like I guess Aquarius is almost on the edge, and so you have Venus of love almost on the edge.
yeah,
A lot of times they'll be in a more unusual, I guess,
yes,
relationship, or a relationship that seems on the outside,
yeah,
the
yeah,
edges. Yeah,
yes, unusual relationships could be for yes, two totally different people from two totally
these
different
different worlds. Yeah,
two different worlds, two different positions. Like yeah, a very rich man with a very poor girl from totally different neighborhood. That could be typical Aquarius. Or sometimes of different cultures, like from a different race. Many times Venus in Aquarius gives you love somebody. Yeah, black loves white or Indian or Chinese, so they fall in love with other cultures more easily, like totally different. And yeah, friendship is more important actually than the freedom of friendship is more attractive to them than the bond of love. So I mean, love and friendship are very close for Aquarius.
yeah.
Um,
And what is it? Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Leo. They're
yes,
ones that like will be extremely loyal, but they
yes,
also like their independency.
yes.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah, that's yeah. They're the loyal. Your loyalty is very important for them. And okay, and they will not buy the bond, they're not commit easily in a relationship if you're Aquarius. I mean, depending, of course, I mean, for all the sign it goes like if it's related to other planets and different from the houses, everything becomes a little different. So it's not, this is black, white, what we do say from the Venus in the signs. It's always for everybody different because it's related to other planets. But anyhow, you can always recognize something from it. If you know your chart, it's good actually. If you come next, I mean, I hope you did do your chart. I mean, that you printed out your chart because it's then you can follow more easy and you know,
yeah,
yeah. Okay, and they will have the love also for organizations. They're like the rebellions. They're like the group leaders, like Antifa, like Black Lives Matters, like all this kind. That could be Aquarius kind, but then the herd mentality. Yeah, but so-called the rebellion one, but not really the rebellion one. It could be also
yeah.
kind of
But it's
Aquarius.
not rebellion in like an organized,
Yeah,
like a
way.
lot of the movements today are organized by outside forces
Yes.
or if whatever, you know. It's
Yeah.
more a rebellion of like anarchy.
Yes.
You know what I
It's
mean? Like
yeah.
growing food, trading, not using money anymore. That kind of rebellion, not a like an individual rebellion, not a
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's more like that. Yeah. It's more like that. So anyhow, it's yeah. I could, I'm also yeah. I think that's about Aquarius, but it
Sorry,
can be
just
also the
synchronicities going on over here.
yeah. It could
Good.
be also the geniuses. So like if somebody is like totally in love with science and with all this computer things, also Aquarius. So they will more dedicate their life to yeah, their inventions because they're the one who invent. Um, they are the one whose passion is like for everything what has to do with the universe, with quantum. It's all related to Aquarius, quantum
Physics.
knowledge, quantum physics,
Yeah.
computer. Oh, Air Force, NASA, that's all more Aquarius minded kind of. They could be also the passion goes maybe totally in their work, and they can also do without a partner because they can work for 24 hours but when they're going into those realms from other yeah yeah like universe.
Aquariuses are super hot. Is that what she said?
Aquarius or what? I missed that one.
Super hot, Courtney.
Super hot could be, could, yeah, yeah. Air signs are attracted many times to other air signs, and um, so they understand each other more easily. But like fire understands fire more easily, and earth understands earth more easily. But sometimes you're attracted to another sign; it's more complementary. But
Yeah.
like yeah, Gemini
Like I
and
know
Aquarius,
fire and air can be tricky
yeah,
because it can
the
either be too much of a good thing or destructive.
yeah, it
Because
can be
fire
destructive.
feeds air. I mean, air feeds fire, but
Yeah.
fire, it's fire. You know what I mean? Like it can't really. And then fire and earth that kind of calms it down and balances it out, just like with water.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. For me, yeah, earth sign is calming the fire, which can be very soothing. So I like
Hmm.
that also. And yeah, fire, air can be very explosive. Yeah,
Yeah,
can be. And water is also not so good because they will drown. I mean,
drown.
they'll lose each other.
Yeah,
Water is good with air because then the air makes the water more lighter, and water makes air more sensitive, so it could be good. Um, my accent.
oh,
Oh, I don't.
you know what I
Yeah,
was thinking about the other
yeah,
day? Just real quick, because this is kind of off topic, but so remember we were talking about the Vedas and Plato, the ages of Plato, and how because we keep talking about golden age, but technically we're going into the Bronze Age, not the
yeah,
golden age.
yeah.
So, um, but what? Wait, no, because we just got out of Pisces, so that's amazing.
Yeah, I cannot read too much. If I read the comments, I lose my thread.
No,
So,
you know what it is? This is why it drives me nuts, right? This is so hard. People don't understand how hard astrology is. Oh yeah, let me show them again. Look, this is a beginner's guide. This was
yeah, it's very
beginner's
hard.
guide. Yeah, it's
So
like
it's not like black white. So now we're saying actually what we do now is saying black white. So if your Venus is in like in Aries or in Libra, probably it's much more complicated because it's related to so much more else. Yeah, nuts.
no, because
It's
you know what it is that okay, so when you start with Aries and you go around the zodiacal wheel like that, but it
yes,
turns the opposite way around the earth. So I constantly get confused in my head which way we're turning. And I just
yeah,
remembered I was turning the wrong way. So it just completely threw my theory out the window. It's okay.
yeah, yeah. It's yeah, it's it's like that. Yeah, it's yeah,
It's
yeah. And then if
complicated.
yeah, yeah, and then you have those planets have their own. They have their own things about their moons around their own orbit, and then it's all relating. There's all energy. So and then you have to bring that in a sentence, or all those knowledge, and in a correct way. It's almost impossible, but some can do. Um, Anyhow, but that's what you're doing now was a typical Aquarius thing.
Yeah. And I don't think I have anything in Aquarius.
No, but sometimes I have, I don't have, yeah, I have my Chiron in Aquarius. But that's a very interesting topic, Chiron, but that's another topic.
Yeah. Oh, we should
So,
talk about Chiron because I love the story of him. And
yeah, it's, we could do that also. It's maybe if people have questions, like, it's okay, we don't want to do this like row and row and row. Sometimes for me, it's easier. Like, I have a, like the Chiron is very, very interesting. Sometimes the moon node and the south node and the north node is also very interesting. But yeah, yeah, we're now actually a little bit in the beginning to
yeah.
at least understand simple
Oh
things in a
yeah, we've
simple
probably been
way.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe I don't know. All right, we'll have to figure something out because, like those stories are great and
Yeah.
and like I said, all our ancient civilizations understood all these things. So it'd be cool to let
They
people
did.
know because a lot of people don't know about Chiron or
Yeah.
even Lilith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
So
yeah, it's very different. And then they have the stars, but that's more fixed stars, but that's more the Indian astrology,
right.
which is also very um,
Well, and
fascinating. But yeah.
and there but a lot of the stars also move because the heart of Leo right now, Regulus, is actually retrograding into Virgo right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I mean. It's like really complicated. And to me, it's just so fascinating because somehow our ancestors 2,000, 5,000, 12,000 years ago knew that those planets were moving when they stopped, what happened when they met in certain places. And to
Yeah.
me, that's just fascinating. That is mind blowing. And they did it with stone megaliths. Like,
Yeah, it's amazing.
it's
Yeah. But they
amazing.
had also
Yeah.
intuitive knowledge. They were not, their mind was not full like our mind. It means like they were still receptive, and our minds is full with all kind of
Garbage.
knowledge, which is
Yeah.
garbage,
Garbage.
retrograde. Yeah. And they get just the whole, um, yeah,
Yeah,
they get the
like
whole.
I got the Armor Hot Dog song memorized in my head, but you know what I mean? Instead I could like know what plant some kind of plant was, but no, it's Armor Hot Dog. So it's like we got garbage in our brains.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like it's very fascinating. It's complicated, fascinating, and yeah, Aries is fire starter. Yeah. Um, Anyhow, so yeah, that was like what we were talking was like Aquarius. So you see the planets that play with us because now what we were talking about the universe and all is connected and all this energy. That's typical what an Aquarius like to do, a high evolved Aquarius because but here we have that public mode. But anyhow, they were had also more time to observe, and they didn't
Yeah.
go to work. They were more freer than we do. Yeah, we just
Yeah.
learned we're
It's
own.
we are not free. Like like
No,
even
we
if
are
we
not.
choose our job, we are
Yeah,
not free. Like yeah, it's
yeah,
crazy how almost
yeah.
like a literal veil over our eyes that makes us believe something that's totally not true. So
Yeah,
weird.
yeah. Actually, yeah. We live in a reality which is created by them. Actually by the mind. And when the brain is enlightened, then you become in the really reality, which is divine reality. So I actually whole the world is a myth. It's a myth because our brain is not enlightened. Uh,
Yeah, you
and
know
if
what?
our
So there's one kid, actually, he's a teacher
yes,
who got laid off because of all this COVID crap. And now he has to work where I work, which is like crazy. And he's a chemistry teacher. He knows chemistry. And he's working where I work. Like, yeah. So anyway, And it's so funny because I was like, can you believe this is happening? And he's like, no, it's like watching the Matrix. And I was like, thank you. Thank God
Yeah,
somebody here can see it. Because I
yeah,
thought I was the only one walking around like I'm about to be sniped by Agent Smith. Because like I can see what's going on. It's
yeah,
crazy. It is really crazy.
yeah, yeah. It is. It is. It is. It's oh, but we are not really free, and I think the only freedom comes from when yeah when actually we are connected totally, when we are totally enlightened like the Buddhas, when we can escape the rat of the wheel of fortune, because it keeps on turning and turning, and we come back and we make this cycle, and we have to go to the center of that wheel, and then the wheel turns around us. We are not turning around and being victims of the circumstances, and whatever is happening around us with all this darkness and things like that, we still can escape I do believe, to that divine reality, and that is spiritual love.
Yeah. Well, it's like that. Did he set himself on fire? Because now I'm stuck with the guy who stood in front of the tank. But where
Yeah,
he didn't scream, he didn't yell, he didn't like so, like I always say about the power of our minds, like
yeah,
he had to have a balance in his like an extreme higher level of consciousness
yes,
and
it could be
control to be lit on fire and just sit there and let it happen
happen.
till he died.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Then
that's
you could
kind of
get
like what we need to do. It's just
really.
hard to learn in this crazy world.
But that were the sages, the people who get burned in really what really the enlightenment, because the people didn't understand, and then they get anyhow burned or whatever, they get punished, but they didn't. They were already in that reality, so their body is having the pain, but their mind is not having the pain.
Right.
So they escaped the karma already. Um, yeah, I think, and yeah, but yeah, we do that. That's like if you really can. Like I think Native Americans could do that. It could, and if you can go out of your body, but I don't mean going out of the body, but some people do that. So if they're entrapped in a very difficult situation, they went out of the body, and then if their body was tortured, they didn't feel it because their mind was out of the body. Or
Yeah.
they might, I mean, them they might act like they felt it, but they didn't feel it because their mind was not there anymore. But that's complicated. But I think that's the only escape we can have out of this hellish environment which we created.
Well, like I
Yeah,
said, we got to start building communities.
yeah,
I
true.
don't have a lot of money, but I have skills. So let's go, people.
Yeah,
Let's get
that's
out
it.
of here.
Yes. Yes, we take questions, but now we have the Venus and Pisces, the last one,
Oh,
and
we
that
made
is
it? Thought
yeah.
it was going to be like 10 o'clock before we got done.
So
And I
and
didn't
that
forget this time.
yes, and that is compassion. They're the one. Actually, it's the true love. Is I mean the great love, the really love like it's meant to be. It's the spiritual love is actually Venus in Pisces, the highest form of Venus in Pisces, and they're loyal, 100% loyal. They give themselves totally away for the other one, but that's the sacrifice themselves. But then when it's really the spiritual love, then they're united in a higher way. But if they're not yet there, then they will do everything for the loved ones, but their loved ones not always appreciate it. So they can lose themselves in their love life, and then when they separate, then it's very painful because they take they go in symbiosis, and when one of the partners is going away, they feel like they're dying, they're totally dying.
Yeah,
So they
Pisces is about illusions too.
yeah,
And like I said, where you kind of have to be you,
yeah,
Pisces will easily lose themselves in a person.
yeah,
Yeah.
very easily, totally, yeah. And yeah, they like to yeah, they can be cheated. They have to. That I mean, in those when it's Venus and Pisces, the partner is they cannot grasp the partner, and the partner can do things that secretly, they don't know. So there's all everything going around. So it's never you cannot grab it. Um, it's like yeah, it's they're the victims of love many times.
Yeah, I was just gonna say they can almost it's like I'll suffer to prove my love for you.
Yes, that
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. They will do
that's not
everything for the
healthy,
love.
people.
No, it's not healthy. So they and in that way they should rise above that kind of love, but they should but then they go to unconditional love, and when they go to their unconditional love, that's the highest form of love. Venus and Pisces can do that, and then they never lose themselves because they're united with their own divine connection. So they will when you're there or not there, it does not really matter in a way that they will not suffer when you're gone, but because they're already united. They're very artistic, very musical, like um, anyhow, that's the more higher form. But they have to take look out for abuse. That's also
Yeah,
like the abusive relations could be many times um, have to do with Pisces. But when they learn their lesson, they will be the healers and the saviors, also Pisces.
yeah. And I was gonna say that they're very proud that like they're it's very important for their partner to know that they are unconditional love, that they love them unconditionally.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's just true. Yeah. Now, yeah. Now, and when you mature, then you don't sacrifice yourself that anymore because you're older and you're mature and you will not go that far, but still. Um, but
I
yeah,
love your
that's the
love, Christ. I just wanted
yes,
to tell you that because she said something.
yeah.
I couldn't have
And
asked for more perfect
it's,
love. Like I get happy to see people happy and in
yes,
love. Yeah, I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, they're happy and I'm not. No, I get really
yeah,
happy for other
it's
people. Yeah,
nice. You better
yeah,
be happy because happiness attracts happiness. When you see people, you be happy for them.
yeah,
Yeah, and yeah, the ultimate lover is also Pisces because they do everything for the love life. But if they don't lose themselves, it's of course better. Um, but an abuse, yeah, don't, yeah, that they should take care of being abused. But if they learn once, they will learn anyhow. But sometimes also with Venus and Pisces, they fall in love with people who are not possible to be have a relationship with. So like the ideal, or like yeah,
yeah,
someone who is not being reachable.
yeah. It
Yeah,
actually says in my book that while Libras prefer equality in a relationship,
yeah,
Pisces is almost attracted to an inequality.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
where they're
true.
either the savior or
Yeah.
like the victim or the
Yeah, the
martyr.
victim.
Yeah,
Yeah, and yeah, Pisces can also see the beauty in people which where other people don't see it. So they have a kind of yeah, they will see beauty of love for someone like everybody think, how can you fall in love with her or him? They have that. They see beauty in where other people don't see the beauty. So it's a beautiful quality. Uh, yeah, people in love is always nice to see.
I
So that
know.
was yeah, and that was actually I think very short and a little bit
No, I think we've been on
superficial.
here for like 2 hours
Yes,
again. It's always
yeah,
two
it's
hours.
always long. Oh, it's
No.
it's like endless, and actually we are always going. You can feel each other's love. It's also Venus in Pisces. They feel each other's love. They're telepathic. Actually, they know exactly what others feel. So in that way, they should listen to it. But their heart can sometimes, okay, I mean, denial for their own intuition. They can deny their own intuition. But when they learn to follow their intuition, then they feel each other's love very much.
I think too he might have been talking about that in general because
Mm.
you can tell when people are in love
Yeah, you
and you
sure,
can tell when
yes,
people have like a loving like I said before, like our words have been so distorted. Like you
yes,
know what I mean? We don't really express ourselves
yeah,
competently, I guess you could say. And love is an energy. It's not
yeah,
a feeling like
yes,
obsession. could be like a feeling or
Yeah,
lust or whatever,
yeah,
but love is the energy. Once you love someone, it may be real big some days and real low some days, but it's always going to be there.
yeah. It
It's an
doesn't go
energy. It's
away.
not going to go away. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, for me too. It's not going away. But the people I love, the love is still there. That doesn't go away. I mean, it's because it was real. I think when it was not real, it was an illusion. You don't know it even anymore. But when
Right.
it was real, it is still there. Yeah,
Right.
I said that man I love for like a good relationship. He keeps on every year. He sends me birthday cards every year. Like this one, but he is an artist, so this one is the last one. This is those Japanese art. Every year, it's so sweet. I don't know what it is because he says, "Can you read it?" Oh, I don't know what it means, but anyhow, but that's sweet. He always have something uh, that he sends me. But that's any. But what is? Yes, Venus in Gemini. Is Venus in Gemini? But he was Taurus. So
I was listening, but Courtney, yes, I can feel your love, sweetie.
yeah,
She
yeah.
kept
Love,
going,
love
guys,
could be a
hey guys. So I'm
battlefield,
like,
but
I have a question. What did I miss something?
yeah,
Yeah.
love is a battlefield. But when you have to fight for love, it's not love. Love should
No.
come. That's what I
No.
will. I'm not
You
fighting.
can fight to protect those you love
Yeah,
that you share
yeah,
that energy with, but I
yeah.
don't think you have to fight for love. I
No,
think because if it's forced, it's not love. Love just
no.
it's
It
almost
is.
like a like I said, I
Comes to
see
you.
everything in my head and I can't explain it in words, but in my head in pictures, if I had a
Mm,
projector, like
mm,
I see
yeah,
love as like a you ever see those pictures of like Earth with the magnetic field and then
yeah,
how we give off a magnetic field from our heart? That's how I feel like love is like, right? It kind of just radiates out of us.
yeah,
And sometimes it might be on a lower volume, and then other
yeah,
times it radiates further, right?
yeah.
That's
It
love.
is.
If I
Yeah,
explained
it's
it.
true. It is always there, actually. And when it's not there, then you have to, it's innate in you and it has to pour out of you. And
Right.
then when you emit love, love comes to you back, but it has to come out of you. It can, yeah, it's in you and you have to just wake it up. And then you see it in your environment. That's actually the thing.
And I think
It's,
the more you actually like love yourself and trust yourself, the more that radiates off of you, and
yeah.
then the more you attract back.
Yes, it works like that. So you cannot chase love, you cannot go after it, you cannot fight for love because that is then it's
No.
yeah, it has the opposite. Yeah, it has to come. It happens. Love happens. I think uh, nuclear war. When it's Scorpio, you must be a Scorpio. FC Sigma. Love is like a global term of nuclear war. You must be Scorpio one.
Yeah.
That kind of love you describe. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it could mean it's whatever you want. If it's for you, it's for you. Then it's for you. But um, yes, we all pull in love energy. It's true. That's
And it's not like you can't get hurt because
yeah, you
you know
can.
what I mean? Because you loved or whatever. But like I said too, even that's just
Yeah,
hurt and pain. That's an emotion because
yeah,
that's not supposed to be held on to, and that's
no,
supposed to go in and go back out. And you're learning a lesson
yeah,
from that and like flushing it through your system.
yeah.
But
You
love is
can't
something
hurry.
that just
Yeah,
stays. Yeah.
yeah. You can't hurry love. Love does not come easy. It's true, actually.
Right.
Yeah, you feel pain and stress also. Yes. So actually, I mean, when I observe myself and I go too much in an emotion, I try to pull me out of it because I think this is an illusion. What are you doing? You're making something up, and then I go to sit on Mother Earth and I let the energy drain in Mother Earth, and it's good.
Yeah.
So you have
That's what I mean.
to,
I lay on the ground all the time. Like
yeah,
I'm
mm,
always like got a bug on me or like
yeah,
leaves in my hair or something. And
yeah,
yeah, and I don't have nice feet either because I walk around barefoot because,
yeah,
like, yeah, I want to be connected with earth. I don't want to
yeah,
be connected with concrete walls and paper money.
yeah,
Like I'm
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's very important. And also, yeah, you have to balance yourself, and if but because people tend to take away energy from people who are very high vibrated energy, but you have to pull that out of yourself. And it's good that you can share that, but sometimes it's what do you say? It's it can be too much draining. You have to be independent.
Right.
And yeah, emotion is not love. You can feel very emotional, but emotion is not the energy. It's something. Oh yeah, emotions comes up when it's uh, unhealed, yeah, unfulfilled desires creates emotions.
Expectations create
Yes,
emotions.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. See, yeah, that create emotions. Yes, yeah. Raise the vibrator energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah. And I think, oh my God, this is
Is he
teasing
playing when I
again.
think he's playing?
Yeah, and it's like, I've got it too late. I got it too late. Oh my God, what am I
That's
so
not
serious? I'm
love.
looking. I want to
That's
give a serious.
loneliness.
I want to give a serious comment, and then I said, oh my God, he's just teasing.
Yes, he's
Okay,
teasing.
yeah, yeah, the transformative force of nature. You love the beloved one, and you can't escape. It's um, you love the beloved one, and you can't escape. It's unrequited. It's hell. But I think love should not be hell.
No.
Uh, no, because that's you focus too. I don't know. Um, should be freeing. Love is freeing. Should not
Right.
be. It cannot be possessive. It's freeing.
Because even like, so like a bad relationship or whatever, right? Or and say that you really love them, but it didn't work out. Well, if you really love
Yeah,
them, then it's okay that it didn't
that's
work out, and
yeah
it's
for
okay that
me.
they left. And
I
yeah, it
have that.
sucks,
I
but
don't
you'll get
mind if
over it.
love doesn't work out. I still have the memory of being in falling in love with that person, and it feels good. I think about it good
Right.
thoughts. Okay, I fell in love with him. He gave me that good feeling. Wonderful, and it's okay for me. I don't need to be. I don't need to have it. It's like yeah. It's love is not pain. It's you
No.
have to don't make that association. Love is liberating, and you have to think. Well, I think what is meant for you will come to you. Will it comes to you? I'm quite sure.
And we talk about like most of us talk about like transforming and
Yeah.
growing and evolving. Well, like if you met somebody even a year ago, 6 months ago, and you're actually trying to grow and change, you're not going to be the same person when you guys met.
Yeah.
So
True.
maybe it's not meant to be, or maybe you guys just grew on a different path, and that is
Yes.
okay. Like, and like I said, yeah, it hurts and it stings, and but a
Yeah.
lot of things in life do. Like, it's okay. It's I know it
Yeah.
hurts, but it's okay. You'll get through it.
You'll survive it. And people say,
Right.
"Oh, I cannot live without my love." Say, of course you can, because you lived before. You lived all your life without him, so you can live without him. As people are like crying, like, "Oh my God," and they're like thinking the world is dying around them, which is of course not easy. But they
No.
say, "Don't say you can't live without her or him. You lived the whole life without her or him, so you can live without him."
Right.
That's what
Yeah.
that's just to say, calm down. Of course, you can mourn and you can cry, but then get over it.
Right.
So,
We're so mean. Then
uh,
just get over it.
unrequited love. Oh, I don't know what unrequited love is so free. What
Oh,
does it
when
mean?
you love someone and they don't love you back.
Ah, yes, that's painful. That's painful,
Yeah.
but
That's what I mean. It sucks, but it's not like in my head, like I've had a lot of disappointments. And
oh, I fall so
to be
many times
honest,
in
yeah, I
love. I
mean,
fall so many.
come
I
on.
fall, oh my God, I fall so many times in love. I can fall easily. That's maybe signs of fire. I don't mind. Social distance
No,
love.
and it's like, yeah, and you are like, oh my God, my life is over. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you're like. But it's like, okay, well, you know what? Obviously, that wasn't the right person for me, right? Or they would be here. So,
Yeah, true.
and why would you want someone?
who
Like
doesn't want to be
I
with
I
you.
don't want to change anybody. I don't want someone,
Yeah,
right. I don't want to force someone to be with me. Like, what
me
kind of
neither.
love is that? Like, I want someone
Yeah,
to be here because they want to be here. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
True. No, if the one who loves you, who you love, or you think you love, because many times it's an illusion. If he doesn't or she doesn't want to be with you, then why should you want to be with him or her?
right,
There's self-respect. You have to say stop, enough. Enough is
right.
enough, and you go for and you move on. And then a mourning is normal. I mean, you should, of course, you should, you mourn. Of course, when you have a very long life shared with someone, and he or she is going, you have that mourning period. You need it. Um, but when when love has been an illusion and you fall in love and you don't, and the love partner doesn't come, or it's not impossible, then you should get over it in a very short way. It's just then it's an illusion. When it
Yeah.
doesn't work, it's an illusion. But
No, and like, because an illusion will leave you with doubts,
mhm.
and a real love
Yeah,
won't.
yeah. But to get over it, I mean, you don't need to get over it when you have shared so much time together and had a real love life. But I mean, people, if you fall in love and the loved one is not near you, and you keep there being in love, and you never see her or hardly, then for me, I'm lying. I'm very passionate, but I'm also very rational. And I think it's enough. Then it's enough. I get over it, and I still can share. I mean, I will not hate or whatever, but I say I don't waste my energy anymore in an illusion. That's what I mean. Because people, that's what I mean with twin flame. People who said they are so obsessed by a love who they hardly can be. I think, oh my gosh, it's such a
Yeah.
waste of time. I mean,
Yeah, because
I
anything you
think
obsess about isn't really healthy.
it's an obsess. It's never good obsession.
No.
I don't believe in that. But it can happen. I'm not saying I'm not perfect at all, but I think
Right.
you have to have a self-esteem. Like, don't suffer for love. Don't suffer. Only when
No.
someone died and you'll share the whole life with him, then you suffer. It's normal. It's different. But
Right.
and when you had to really, like Laurie had so much difficult relationships, but she overcome them, and she's just pure compassionate and agape love, and she loved and she took care and things like that. She had a really strong woman, but love isn't rational. It's unconditional, but unconditional love doesn't hurt.
Right.
Otherwise,
There's
it's
no
conditional.
conditions.
There
That's
is no
unconditional
con.
love. There's no expectations. You're not looking for anything in return. You're just
Yeah,
love. Yeah.
yeah. It does not hurt. Unconditional love is not hurt. So if people always associate love with pain, they have to make another affirmation. They have to say love is free. Love is love is joy. Love is really, really don't. Oh, I see so many people now with their twin flame thing. It makes me nuts, and I'm gonna if they do it too much, I'm gonna make a joke with them. Then I'm gonna be sarcastic because it's that to give too much pain to themselves. Then you have to be very rude and to stop it, to stop their own suffering, and but love can be a lot of illusion. I mean, you have to Sadhguru has a
Hmm.
good talk about it. My guru also, she always, they laugh, gurus laugh with that kind of love we have human beings. They really, for them, it's like you're floating in the air. There is nothing real about it. But only unconditional love is the highest love. And unconditional love is free. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah, but
But,
it feels good. It
and it
feels
feels
good
good.
to be in love.
But it
Yeah.
doesn't. But we also have that thing. Oh, that man is so nice, so interesting. I wish I met somebody like him in my neighborhood or whatever. And that's good to desire that. But when it's not there, you cannot keep on desiring what is not possible.
Right.
You let it go, and if you let it go, maybe it comes to you.
Right.
Uh, and Laurie never wanted pity. You can see that she's a strong woman. I mean, that's what I feel. That's my. Yeah,
Well, that's like
I'm not 29, but yeah, but I mean, at some point you have to share your love with. your people you live with, the people in your environment, not um, somebody who is not, yeah, it's hard, yeah, it's not in your neighborhood, or it's hard to get or whatever.
That's like
But
what my bad situation. I mean,
but you can
like
be separate, yeah,
it's almost like a death, like mourning a death, right? Because
yes,
you go through the anger and the hate and the denial
yeah,
and all that, but and let's just say it was like a justified reason
yes,
to break up, you know. But
yeah.
even though
But
it's still, I did the breaking up, it
it,
still hurt.
it's
But
hard because you're used to each other, and you,
right.
yeah, it is. I mean, it's painful. I'm not saying it's painful, but at some point you have the self discipline to stop hurting yourself. I mean, because
Right.
you start hurting yourself.
And but
Um,
I learned, it took a while, but I learned that like
yeah, me too.
hating or wanting revenge or wanting him to hurt as
Yeah,
bad, all that just hurt me.
yeah,
You know, it did
yeah,
nothing to him. It just made me crazy.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it was like, and then after a while, it was just like I learned to forgive, and I learned to be
yeah,
like even now, like, and like, you know, he
yeah,
did some pretty bad things, but um
yeah,
I wouldn't wish any harm on him. I hope that he, you know,
yes,
finds what he needs and has a good life. Like, you know, that's love. You know what I
yes.
mean? Like,
Yeah, you have to
I would
try
never
to
be with that
transform it.
person again, but you
Yeah,
know, I would never wish any harm or nothing on
yeah.
him because yeah.
Yeah, and even if you have really a lot of pain, and then maybe then you suffered enough, and then a new love, you have to be. I mean, can wait. I mean, it can be very. Don't give up on love. I mean, if love is what you need, don't give up on it. I don't. I mean, and even
All
if you have
you need
suffered a
is
lot,
love.
don't. Yeah, all you need is love. And but if you look, if you're, but I think also if your life is happy, and you're joyful, you're okay with yourself, it's good. But if someone enters your path, it's also try. Don't, I mean, don't avoid it because you had very bad relationships. But it can be, yeah, it can be painful. We don't like to go through that pain again. But I think when you mature, it's different. I mean, but of course you have to see. You have to. I mean, but I think if like what I do believe, if you feel like okay, this might work out, then take time to know each other. Because if you really trust each other, that's the one, or she or he is the one, she will be with you, or he will be with you. And you're more prepared for that love. But if it's, yeah, you know when you know. I think that's true. That's very well
Yeah.
said. You know when you know. And then it happens, and yeah, you don't rush, and you because you know this is the one. It's a kind of ideal, and I think people have that. There are people, they're lucky people. My brother, his wife, they knew each other from kindergarten. They would marry, and they married each other, and it's a very perfect, happy marriage. But I think that's like love karma, good love karma. Don't make
Yeah.
it happen, and don't deny if it happens. Yeah, it's true, exactly. Don't make it happen, and don't deny it that it happens. Yeah, it's perfect. But yeah, sometimes, yeah, my brother is lucky in it, and there's good love karma. Maybe they suffered in their life before they didn't meet each other, so they knew from they were 4 years old they would marry each other, and they were always like that. They never had anybody else. I mean, they didn't start dating at 4 year old, but when they were 16.
I don't know
And
if Courtney's seen it.
so yeah, some are very good at love, some not, and some are lucky, some are less lucky. It's also true, but you don't. I just want to say. I mean, I don't want to deny people who have pain of love and have been done very great pain. It's painful, but at one point you have to say to yourself, "Stop! It's enough," and
Hmm.
that's self-respect. Uh,
And I know this
yes,
sounds
true. Trying to find it often becomes you trying to force
and
that
enforce
person in
it.
a box. Yes, that's true. Yeah,
And I just wanted to say, because there's all kinds of forms of love, right? And like
yeah,
right now, of course, we're all talking about like the relationship love, but
yeah,
like I said, love is an energy. It's just different kinds of
yeah.
energies. And like I, because it sounds so corny and hippie-ish, but I really seriously feel like that's kind our world is lacking love.
Yeah,
Like
true. It is.
big time
Yeah.
on a daily basis. Like, we do not have a society built in love. We
No,
do not have a society built in compassion
it's not
or
learned. Yeah.
no.
Hmm.
And so like it's almost like and then like with the programming, like I said, with the garbage in our brains that don't
Yes.
is meaningless or violent or and it's almost like, and I know it sounds corny, but I really do think like we just really need more love.
Yeah.
Like we were saying how earlier
And that's
today, like
why.
I laugh
Yeah.
all the time. I'm happy. Whatever. The world's gonna burn.
Hmm.
I might burn with it. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time until that happens. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm not
Yeah.
doing this
True.
negative crap anymore. And I
Yeah.
just really think like I know it sounds corny, I know it's hard, but really try to be extra nice to somebody or
Yeah.
just try to put
It
that
is
energy
true.
out there.
Yeah. Yeah. And action is also required. You cannot sit and wait, but you have to live your life, I would say. Not chase. Love is a choice too at times. Yes. I
Mm,
think it's also true at times. Uh, love is not attachment. True. That's true love because you feel the love is there anyhow. Love is a verb. It's a verb. Yeah, you have to
yeah,
work for it too because and if you don't have too much expectations, it's more easily. But when you have a lot of expectations, then it's more difficult, I think, because you have an image of someone, so you don't leave that person free because you have already that image. He or she is like this, so you expect that kind of behavior, but actually that's your image of that person,
right.
and vice versa. So if you don't know, that's why in India, what I actually can appreciate is more difficult. So they marry by they do it. They use astrology to match people, and they didn't meet each other, but they learn to love each other. So they didn't meet each other, so they don't have expectations, and then they learn to love each other day by day. I mean, they have a little bit short time to meet each other. They can say
Right.
no. It's not like that people think, but if they and then they learn each other, so they don't expect so much in the beginning because they have, I mean, they learned how to relate to and anticipate on the other, on men on women and women on men. That's Indian tradition, not anymore, but was. So their marriages work most of the time pretty well because they grew in love, and we start from falling in love, really fall in love instead of growing in love, raising in love.
Growing in love, right.
uh,
That's how it should be.
yeah, carry hay bales, huh? Okay, and yeah, so they fall in love much more later in their marriage, like they didn't start with fall in love. And I think it's, if you can do that, it's beautiful. And love is wanting the best for someone else and feeling
Yeah.
pain when they are in pain.
And
I
and
think it's true.
regardless, if you want the best for them, even if they're
Yeah,
not doing what you want them to do
yeah,
without the expectations. Like that's the unconditional love part.
yes,
You it
yeah,
doesn't if even if they if you truly love someone, you want the
yeah,
best for them even if they don't want to be with you. You know what I
yes,
mean?
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's true. You have to let it go, and you have to keep distance, and most of the time, if you get over it, and then you see the person later and think, "How could I fall in love with that guy?" I mean, when the illusion is gone, you see the. I mean, then you know it's always all an illusion, but it can be painful. But the highest love is never painful. Love is love. Love is love. Therefore, it's not painful. But emotional love is painful, I think. Um, voila. So, but you can also have a commitment with someone if you think without. There's
We're gonna
different
drop
kind.
love balls on the
Yeah,
Courtney in her comments. Yeah, we're
yeah,
gonna drop balls of love all over the planet. Let's
yeah.
go. Like water
Okay.
balloons.
Yeah,
Now
yeah. Our
now my mind's
society,
going.
yeah, our society is not based on love. That's why people are so needy for love. Need a woman who can drive cows and hay bales.
And catch chickens and forage.
Get stupid. Okay.
Grow food.
Yeah. Anyhow, yeah, that's what we need. Yeah, that's what I choose in my parents. I would choose some can. I mean, my father would tell. oh, my mother could cook very well, she can do that very well, so she could be a good mother. That's how they choose. They didn't choose, oh, she has beautiful eyes, and maybe, yeah, also a little bit, but they see, I mean, they saw what is the how useful their partners are. Actually, it's not so bad. How useful is she in my life, or how useful is he in my life? Can we be complementary? I think it's not so bad. And then if you think, okay, then love can grow. I mean, sometimes maybe you don't need always. I love squash and eggs. Yes,
I love
uh,
asparagus. I
yeah.
love
No, me
asparagus.
too. I
Yeah.
love,
And
yeah.
it makes your pee stink really bad. You like it.
Okay, yeah, it's yeah, I love veggies very much. So okay, yeah, yeah, I think yeah, at some point, uh, okay, I'm 5 years old. Well, why don't you marry it then? Okay, yeah, it's about
Uh,
love.
I can't find it. Maybe, I don't know. I got all kinds of highlights in here, but because remember my Hermetica, my go-to.
Yeah, I
Um,
say many times, voila. That's my stop word. Voila, voila. So it's I'm close to friends. Yes.
there's
Uh,
something really great in here about the man and the woman
yeah,
and
tell.
love, and I don't know where it is. So maybe next time if I find
Yeah.
it, and I'll just read it real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, with the people who have pained you well with your heart. And you have to forgive and then you can let go. Forgive and let go. Yeah. Yeah. And some people have so much love, that's why they have and yeah, it's nice to be around and make people, you know what, if you need love, make people wanting to be around you. That's love also. If your people
Yeah.
are lonely, make emit love out of yourself and make them be attracted to you because you have love in your life, not because of your physical looks or whatever. It's also nice, but actually, the enduring love is that what makes you like to be around some people. If you
That's what I
can be
mean.
that,
Like we do have a lonely world right now, you know?
yeah,
Like a friend of mine I haven't seen for a while came into work one day. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" And it was like real weird because we didn't know what to do. And I was like, "Screw this COVID." And I hugged him anyway. And he was like, "Yeah," we were talking. And
yeah,
it's like everybody's like looking like, oh, they touched each other. But you know what I mean? Like you
yeah,
have to, this is a crazy world. And so, I mean, I know it sounds corny and I know it's a cliche, but the world really needs love right now.
yeah, true.
Like not superficial, not expectational, just
Yeah,
kindness because it's the right thing to do. It's because we're human and we should treat
yes,
each other like humans, not
yes,
for
true.
anything else.
And
Yeah.
begin, and if your life is without love and you need so much, you're so needy, and so begin with just love everything around you. Just even if there is a ladybug, just look at with love. It's very, very, very simple thing. That's how people can get up and finally get love. Yeah, everything. Make what you're living in more nice. Make it beautiful. Yes, I love. This is corn, and you see, I take it literally. You can. Oh, oh my God! I think.
I don't know what he meant by it, but that was great.
Yeah, and then you know, and I'm
And
just, I'm
this is
just
cool. Oh my God.
I'm
Oh my
crying.
God. I'm crying.
And I'm also, I take everything so literally that when I read the comment and then I
And
think, oh
this
my
is
God, I never read this. You can read his comments. Oh my God.
oh, that was so
Oh,
funny.
oh my God. I
See?
was speaking my
Happiness
friend.
and love, people. Let's get it going.
Yeah, you just laugh a lot. Oh my God.
Oh, that was so funny.
And you see, I read comments and then later on I think, Oh my God, you can read these comments now. Oh
That was
my God. Yeah, compassion for others is on the decline. That's true. That was good.
that was really good.
Um,
And this
yes.
is corn. Oh, I'm gonna love that for the rest of the You're so serious. It's so great.
Oh my God. Oh.
Oh, that was
I don't read these comments and what you can do. Oh my God, I'm crying.
I'm crying
Oh,
too. Oh, that was
oh.
so funny.
Like a teacher, so dry teacher.
It's very funny. It would never lie when we get something happen. I'm trying.
Stop. Oh my God,
Oh,
I never laughed. That's a long time ago. I have laughed so good. Oh my God, see.
oh, I know. I'm really like
That's really
tearing up
well.
here.
Me too. Oh, shit. Oh.
That was so good.
Okay. Okay.
She's really not reading any comments. Like, no, I'm not doing it.
Oh, we don't. Oh my God.
The
Oh
mushroom.
my God. Yeah, we didn't need mushroom. It was just
Ah,
nasty. No, you're not nasty.
we were being nasty
Oh,
earlier.
yeah. What was so funny? You have to
You had
turn
to
that.
rewind it. Yeah,
That was funny.
it was
Christ,
corn.
yeah. I said I just mentioned it, but it.
It was just really funny. You have to watch it.
I didn't say correct. Oh, oh my God.
I think I took my inventory.
Okay. So fun and laughter.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Now I'm so off track. See? Fun,
oh, yeah.
love. Let's love the world
Yeah,
back
we love.
out of this
Yes,
chaos.
fun.
I
So,
mean,
and
like we're
laughter. Yeah.
lots of
And
things are gonna probably blow up. But I'm just saying, like, love your way through it. There you go.
what kind of shroom you're on? Oh my God. Oh,
None
yeah.
need it.
See,
See?
laugh. No, you don't need it. Laughter is the most freeing. It's most freeing. You can just laugh. Oh my God.
No, that was great. And I swear, blueberries. It was all Christine's fault. She got all serious with the corn. Oh my God. What is wrong with us? Okay.
I think, oh my God, you have to stop it because you
No,
can't
we
stop.
really had to stop. My eyes are literally watering.
Me too. Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh.
They, they're fun to hang out with.
That is a long time ago. I laughed so hard. Oh my God.
Oh, yay. Yeah, I went into the store the other day without the mask. I have to wear it at work, but they had pornographic.
Oh. I can't be.
I don't
Oh.
know why.
Oh.
Because laughter's contagious. See, that's what
Yeah,
I
laughter is
mean.
contagious.
The whole love
Oh my.
cliche. Yeah, spread it. Get out there and spread all the love
Yes,
that
and
you
laugh a
want.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I have to, yeah, if I think about it, I start again. Yeah, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, I'm eating
God.
blueberries because if not, I'll start laughing. I hope I don't spit blueberries in her.
Yeah.
Or your bone
No.
funny
When
bananas.
I used to laugh when I was like in my like in school, and I couldn't stop laughing, I got punished by the teacher, and I kept on laughing because I couldn't stop my laughter. And then he said, "Stop, stop!" And I laughed more and more. Oh my God.
Oh, that
That's
was so funny though. That
that
was
was
great.
funny. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing. I'll read the comments and I'm very serious, and then everybody is laughing. And then later on I realize, oh my God.
Yeah, that was so perfect. See, I love like I know because like who wouldn't want to go to Machu Picchu or Hawaii
Yeah,
or whatever, but to me, I love personal moments like that. Like
yeah, me too.
that's what you remember, like the little intimate moments that
Yes. Yeah,
are
actually
like
happy.
special
Yeah,
and happy. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I think also happiness is like the moment you remember. There is never a continuous happiness. You can be stable, but they're like some of those happy moments that you remember forever. It doesn't need to be much, but that's the thing.
No,
Oh
yeah.
my God, yeah.
Yeah, usually the best memories I have and most
Yeah.
enjoyable ones are like stupid little conversations or something that someone said was funny. It's
Yeah.
not some big deal,
Yeah, it's not
you
a big
know?
deal. And a
Yeah, it's
misunderstanding, a joke, things like that. And
yeah,
actually, that's life. That's life. Doesn't have to be much. Just be on your ease. I mean, that's the most important thing. If you cannot be on your ease, what are you? Yeah,
yeah.
it's yeah.
Yeah, that was
Anyhow,
great. I'm so happy now. That was awesome. I'm gonna be like energized all night from that laugh.
for the whole week you can. Oh my God, yes. So yeah, I think yeah. Oh,
Okay. I guess we're
yeah.
done because we
Yeah,
just
we are
went well.
done. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know where we are right now.
Yeah, that was about love. Love is laughter, is truth, is
Um,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Your avocado and all those. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, yeah. Sharing love makes everyone happy. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, that was so good. I can't wait till this is over. I'm totally rewinding it. It was so good.
Oh my God. Oh.
That is so funny.
Yeah. But that's the naivety I have. I read something, everybody knows what it means, and I'm very serious, and then suddenly I get it, and then of course the laughter. Oh,
I actually
yeah.
didn't even get it. I'm like, oh my God, that's horrible, Corey. I do have a dirty mind too. And then, yeah, Jordan made a comment later, and I was like, oh, that's what you meant. Yeah.
Oh my God. Uh, okay. Okay, but now we are actually done. It was
Yeah, we're
nice.
done.
We're
We laughed
done.
it out. Yeah.
We left it out. And,
We laughed all the
let's
astrology out of us.
yeah. Yeah, imagine laughing like that every day. I think it will heal people. Yeah, it's true. Oh my
Yeah.
God, yeah. Yeah, I
That's
get
so
almost
funny.
pain in my belly, like from
Me
the
too.
laughing. It was like, oh my God. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Field trip to a cornfield, this is
Yeah,
all.
tomorrow I walk every day next to a cornfield. I will pee in my pants when I'm walking next to it. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, we
Oh,
laughed it out actually, yes.
yes.
Now it's,
We laughed everything out of us. All right. I
yeah,
guess we're done.
we're done.
So
Yeah,
next time, are we going to
yeah.
do another planet next time, or do you want to do Chiron?
Yeah, maybe we do now Chiron, something else, because
Something different.
Chiron is, yes, let's do Chiron.
Yeah.
That's very
Especially with
interesting.
everything going, especially with everything going on right now, because Chiron is
Yeah,
basically the wounded healer, the one
yes,
who
yeah,
healed himself. So that's
yeah.
kind of fitting for what's going on in the world right now. So I'll be good.
Yes.
And he healed himself with a cob of corn.
So easy, yeah?
It was so easy and simple.
Okay. Yeah, good night. Bonne nuit, les amis. Oh my God, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Joe, we're
So
done
we're done.
with
Yeah.
the coin and
Yes.
the stream. Children of the
Children of the
corn.
corn. Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God.
All
Yeah.
right. Where's
Yeah.
Gerard?
Yes, we're done.
I'm say night
Good
night.
night. Good